All right, looking toasty over there. Looking toasty over here. Awesome. Let's see we had two early YouTubians. Thanks, early YouTubians. Always love the early YouTubians who are sticking around right when everything starts. We're here with Default Dan. Welcome on, man. Nice to meet you. I know we chatted a little beforehand, but it's gonna be good to hang out with you and play some games.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm actually curious from your side, how you liking the double streaming? Because I'm only on the Twitch side. I've got the YouTube channel, but I haven't really done the live streams. But how you liking double streaming on YouTube and Twitch?
And I just want to make sure that still works. I like it. So there's a few hiccups that happen. If you don't set your YouTube stream to be low latency, there will be this really obnoxious delay, and like YouTube people will be talking like 20-25 seconds in the past. So I do low latency now, and it helps. Yeah. But sometimes I forget it, and then like YouTube people will like be talking about something that happened like two turns ago, and I'm just like, oh no. So the delay is a little bit weird. But I don't have an affiliation with Twitch. So like the affiliate program rolled out and made it really easy to get. And I was able to get affiliate a long time ago, but I never really wanted to, because like I felt like it's better to, you get less ads when you're a non-affiliate. You don't really get the pre-rolls almost ever for your people if you're a non-affiliate, but you don't get any revenue too, right? So, and you can't have people sub, and you can't have emotes. So there's all these things that you can't really do, but I feel like it's kind of outweighed it. I do it. The apply for partnership button is finally lit up as of actually today. Nice. And I don't know when I'm going to do it, but once I do that, like once you're an affiliate on Twitch, they might be changing it, which would be pretty cool, but you're not allowed to do the dual streaming thing on YouTube.
Yeah, so there's like two levels of it. It's affiliate, you can't dual stream, and then partner, until they rework the contract, I think it's next year, you're not allowed to stream on any other platform. So yeah, like at least with affiliate, you can stream different times, so you could have like a YouTube stream one day and a Twitch stream the other. But yeah, if you go for partner, then you can't do either of them, at least for now. They're changing that in the future, but
yeah, it seems like there's been a lot of discussion about it recently about how it might change. So I mean, if I can go back and continue to dual stream, I'll keep doing that. I really like that like YouTube people had the chance to be able to watch me live, because there's some people who just don't do Twitch ever, and they're just YouTube people, and they don't even really care about live streams. But a lot of people just be like, whoa, I was just watching one of your videos and now I'm here in chat watching you live. That's crazy. That's a nice little opportunity. So tell me about this list. So I played a good amount of the Sera negative list when Mr. Negative was still 4 power. And then it seemed like this has cut a decent bit down, because like losing 5 power in the Mr. Negative lane is pretty detrimental. It makes it really hard to win that lane, it seems like, and it messes with cards like, you know, if you're trying to do like your Mystique Iron Man thing. But you said you said like over 2 weeks you've been running pretty much predominantly this list from, was it 80 to 100?
Actually we went from 40 something to 100 in 2 weeks.
Holy. So the exact same time. Did you make any adjustments along the way?
No adjustments. When I got up in like the high 90s, there's a couple other decks running around that people are like, I got infinite with this deck, and I tried those out, but like honestly, I kept going back to this deck. It's got the highest top end, so you can blow out people and get your 8 cubes, you know, going into turn 5 or so. But no, I mean, I was on the same boat as you. I played the negative decks long ago when Dino could still be grabbed by Jane. So I played that whole version of it with Thor, and you know, after all the nerfs, all the changes, I kind of put them to the side. I tried tokens, I tried some other stuff, but honestly, I kind of saw some of this deck going around, and it was very close to what I was already running towards the beginning. But then, you know, Jeff Hooglin put out a deck which is almost card for card close to this one. A couple other people have kind of said like, this is a really good deck that they're running. So I picked it back up, made the couple tweaks, and yeah, it's been so good. Some of the surprises in the deck for me is like Angela, Mojo. These are cards that I didn't like. I used Angela back in pool 1 and pool 2, but once I got to pool 3, you know, running like the Doom decks, the Wong decks, like you just don't use her as much anymore. But she's been like really surprising to be able to counteract that -1 from Mr. Negative. So throwing him on that same line, you know, it's not the same, but at least she gets the +2 to kind of counteract some of it.
Sure.
Mojo getting the +6. I think a lot of people don't read Mojo. So they just see a 2/2, they fill up the lane, and all of a sudden he gets to an 8. And if you got an Ironman out there, now he's a 16. You're just like, oh wow, he's huge. So a few of these cards are just like catch-up cards within the game. And like we were talking about with Psylocke, I think there's a lot of people that have went back and forth on Psylocke. They went back and forth on like Electro. Electro has a really bad downside for this deck because you want to play a couple cards towards the end. But Electra, giving that free one, there's 2 big plays you want to do with her. Either turn 2 into turn 3 Mr. Negative, so getting that extra power there, or turn 3 into a turn 4 like Magic to go ahead and shut down, especially right now with the location. Being able to shut down the location so you're not giving them cards is pretty good.
Where's Sera on turn 4? I feel like is pretty devastating too, right? Like I always like getting Magic out on turn 4. It can be good. Or yeah, for your location control, you said, right? Yeah. Like right now, you have the location where you're giving them cards, and sometimes depending on their deck, I'll actually give them the Mr. Negative because they'll be playing, you know, like tokens, and most of your tokens are either, so it's either the same or they're actually more power than cost, so it hurts them. So they never use the card. It's a dead card. But yeah, it's definitely Sera on turn 3 is also, or turn 4 is really good with that same kind of play pattern. And I think that's where you have to look at your decisions of who do you play when, because, you know, Sera's already going to make Mr. Negative cheaper. It's already going to make your other cards, 1 cheaper, especially if you get and I'm bad with location names, but the one that gives you +5 energy. Nidvalier.
That we just had a little bit ago. So like that one, you can get Sera down early, or, you know, kind of interact with your cards. The only card I'm not sold on in the deck is Bishop. So I think Bishop's good, and especially if you get the early Mr. Negative, throwing him down for 1 and 3 is pretty good, especially like a turn 5 kind of stack up a bunch of stuff. But outside of that, I really like the deck. It's also got a couple cards that you can kind of work around with people, like Rogue. A lot of people are running Enchantress right now for the token deck, but I've stolen a lot of games with Rogue where they throw down either, you know, Onslaught first, or they throw down your Patriot, and then I know they're playing Mystique next turn. So if I'm flipping first, I can go ahead and steal that, and then Mystique gives them nothing, and a few different things like that. So all in all, the deck's really good, but it really does want that turn 2 Psylocke, turn 3 Mr. Negative, so that way all these cards flip around, and pretty much most of your deck, if not all your deck, wants to be flipped. Again, Mojo and Sera are about the only 2 that don't want to be flipped, but doesn't matter if they're flipped. But yeah, it's a strong deck, and it got me from 40 something, which was right before that Cube Rush we did. I went in the Cube Rush around 40ish, ended the Cube Rush around I don't know, 50 or 60, and then from there just pushed all the way to Infinite, and it was stressful. That was my first time ever getting to Infinite in the game, and this is like my 3rd season, I think, playing. So
yeah, it's 3rd season. Okay, so you didn't start early in the beta, did you? Sorry, I was just making sure that Nightpod's set up. So if anyone in chat, you hit !! Squad, you can check out Default Dan's Twitch stream. So this is only your 3rd season. So when did you start? When did you start playing? So
I started the day that the announcement trailer dropped. So the announcement trailer dropped during beta, and it was like, hey, check this out. And I think it was
Aquafina. With Aquafina.
Yeah. We had and then we had Wave and Namor were the 2 cards in the season that season, and yeah, I jumped in that day. I was like, okay, how do I get get the game?
So you were Wave. That was really early. Okay, so that wasn't the Aquafina one. That was still really early. Yeah, that was like Wave was actually the 1st season. Okay.
Yeah, so I got in right, I think it was like halfway through the season when the announcement trailer dropped. And this was like the hey, it's coming pretty soon trailer. And then we had Thor after that.
Thor, then a little Daredevil. And then we had a little and then I think it was just this one, Miles Morales. Oh, and then Nick Fury. Nick Fury might have been before Daredevil.
Yeah. So it was. I got all those. I got my cards. Always got to the 50 in the season pass, but definitely one of those where I never really pushed infinite. I didn't really see a point in pushing to infinite. Yes, you get resources and stuff. The card back before, I was kind of like, yeah, they're okay. But like this one, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I was like, I got to get the Venom backs because I'm going to use that on every deck. I've been, even though I know a lot of people don't like to spend their gold on variants, I'm trying to get all the Venomized variants. That's my goal. So
yeah, the Venomized ones are really cool. I got this Quinjet variant, and the only reason I got upset because this is a dope variant is like I want the Venomized one though. I always get mad when I find because like for every one I have like one that I want to get, but I do have I have the Venomized Nova, dude. I got this one from the shop a couple days ago. Very 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 nice.
Yeah. I want to get them all inkified as well. Like that's my in-game goal. Inkified.
Captain
on all
Kurt
of them
says they
and
just added a
Venomized.
ton of new Venom ones as well. So
I saw over on Snap.fan. I didn't know if they were actually released yet or if it'd be Monday when they're dropping in, but I did see all like Red Skull, even things like Mordo plus Cloak, I think. Or no, it's Dagger, not Cloak. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool ones over there. So
yeah,
I'm
literally
excited.
today. Yeah, no, literally today because there was just a patch like an hour ago. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay, I haven't.
But yeah, a brand new
we
one.
just
I
got back
think
and
I
got-
added a couple hundred.
Nice.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we got the little one down a little bit ago, so I haven't opened the game yet. So I definitely got to check out what's in that new patch.
Hell yeah, man.
So-
Well, let's jump in here. Let's start playing some games. So, you know, essentially what I'd love for you to do. I played a bunch of Sera Miracle the last couple of days. So, when we get kind of that Sera line, I think that I'm a bit into it. But I'll definitely just be asking you questions, and we'll see what we can do. See if we can get ourselves up to 90, hopefully, pretty quickly.
Let's do it.
Dude,
Maybe I'll get infinite
they
on
added-
stream.
Yeah, maybe we'll get infinite on stream. You never know. Have 200 cube days in a row. Did you see that little tagline that happened with the other person? That apparently that's brand new as well.
Oh, nice. No, I didn't notice it right off. I guess it's kind of like what they're doing off of Agatha, where she has kind of her card has a tagline. Maybe they're adding some of those kind of things.
Okay, so turn 2, Mojo's our only playable card. Looking at our hand with no negative, no Sera, I think it is probably worth to just play down, right?
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you just kind of play what you can play throughout.
I'm gonna
You
avoid
definitely
Machine World, I think. Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy UI change!
nice.
Whoa!
So same emotes, but
Same. I wish
like-
they just had like a GG's or good game.
yeah,
Well, we'll just throw it middle because I don't think we want to give it to him with Machine World.
yeah, I agree. Machine World's kind of like, I don't know, one of the ones I don't like that
really
much.
nice,
That-
huh?
That's gonna hurt.
It's okay. I think Bishop's really good to get down, and again, I think we want to kind of avoid.
Yeah. The only thing you'll have to think about now is we've got Iron Man without being able to flip it means you're gonna have to most likely do it. Well, you can still do it turn 6 with Sera down. So you pretty much have Sera as your turn 5, Iron Man, Mystique as your turn 6. You could do Magic turn 5, get rid of Machine World into Sera.
Okay.
got a couple
already
ones.
played out big old cards over here. We have our own Ghost Rider that we can't use. I think that we're fine to just we are gonna magic here.
I
It's gonna be
think
tough.
if you want
They have no
to,
way to get the Sanctum either. We might be able to figure this out.
yeah, I think if you magic into Sera on that side, well, Iron Man's only going to make him 20, so you just have to be aware of that.
Well, Iron Man has 2 extra powers, so it would get up to 24.
Oh wait, yeah, okay, yeah.
we
I
got
forgot
some
you got
plays
the
here.
plus 2.
Oh, new magic animation. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was
She
nice.
swung her sword. That was really cool.
Which makes sense in the world of Marvel, because that's how she uses her sword to get to through the portal to kind of maneuver around.
Trying to work out, is this Sera even worth it? Or is it better to just get like an Iron Man into like Mystique Rogue onto this Devil
Yeah,
Dinosaur?
I think that would be a better play to steal that dino. So that gives you 24 on left side.
But if we Sera, we can. Yeah, we can't do all of it. We can Iron Man Mystique, but then we can't slot in the Rogue. We might just want a Rogue now, just in case they play any other things out.
Well, make sure you do it in a different order, unless you're wanting to copy the Dino.
I kind of do, right? Isn't that really good? Isn't that really good to get 2 dinosaurs and eat one of their dinosaurs? I think that's just insane. Am I crazy? I think that's cracked. And then next turn we finish it with Angela Iron Man somewhere. I think we snap. I think that's cracked, dude. What would you think? What would you think differently?
I mean, the only thing would be with Iron Man doing the double power, because you have to remember next turn if you play 2 more cards, then he's only +8. Right.
So you'd have a 9 power and a 10 power card.
Yeah. Compared to Iron Man, theoretically, I mean, the double power theoretically could be more than 9.
Okay, well, you're either gonna get 2 Iron Mans or 2 double dinosaurs. I think either of those is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think Rogue is a play. I don't know what order I play. I guess is what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
It probably is a little more risky.
The only other thing we could play out would be like Angela there, right?
Yeah.
And I think we just go like. Still a decent amount of power over there on that right side.
Yeah, you just have to remember the left side's going to go down just a little bit. I mean, both are, but
doesn't look like they have any way to get across either. So we just want to play this where it gets the most power. And if we go here and they add the mojo, that's going to be crazy. And then wait, I just don't even play another card.
I think you still. It's only 1.
Yeah, this minus is 4 power.
Probably not then.
Minus 2. Minus 2. And I guess we lose to them being able to get over to the right, but I don't think with this Agatha deck, I can't foresee any cards that they would be playing that would want to do that.
Hello would be the only thing.
They only have 1 discard, so I don't think they have anything in their pool. So unless they have Blade Hella, we lose to. I think we're okay with dealing with Blade Hella.
I think it's gonna be a close one. Depends on what they play with that Iron Man. Okay, so they are playing left side, which is surprising.
Captain Marvel to jump over to the left. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Captain Marvel we could have thought about would be something that they would play there, huh?
But even with that, I don't know if there's.
If I would have just played left, would win there, but it's pretty hard to expect them not to do anything.
But if you play Iron Man left side, right, then Captain Marvel just jumps middle.
But then we win the tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine we would win the tiebreaker. It'd be pretty close. We'd be at 39 here. They'd be at.
Oh yeah.
It'd probably be close. I don't know.
That's all right.
Which link are you talking about, Captain Kirch? I don't know what you're referring to. Okay, not too bad of a start. Post the link to the very. Yeah, that's fine.
We're learning. There's a couple locations like that one that when you get locked into 2 spots, it makes it a little more difficult. And again, with one of those also saying don't play on them or they get your cards. You at least have negative. You do have Iron Man in your hand, which is not. I mean, right now you have all 5 power cards, all 4 of your 5 power cards in your hand, which isn't the best, but you still have the chance of getting Psylocke here. But you'll get no reveal, so.
I guess
the locations are not liking you.
I think we still just play this out for Mojo World reasons.
Yeah, I think so. At this point, you're not going to play it later.
It does not feel good, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, Ardef, I don't know how to obtain the titles either. Thanks for showing up, Psylocke. Let's see. So
that does give you a Psylocke into Sera or a Psylocke into Magic. Oh wait, your turn 4, so I guess it's just Mr. Negative.
We just have to slam the Mr. Negative. I mean, we're in trouble this game, right? Because all of our cards that we want to flip realistically are sitting in our hand. Oh, you piece of shit! You Maximus! I wanted to flip those cards. More.
And you don't get a draw this turn. That's the other thing I've been seeing a lot of. with the new location, people are playing like the Sentinels with Collector just to try to flood your hand so you don't get to draw from your deck. This is pretty nasty.
Very,
This
very
may be
weird.
this may be a very hard uphill battle.
I really love that new slash with the magic. It's very, very satisfying. All right, that's actually could potentially be really good for us.
Oh, you got Sera, which is
Mojo.
good. And Mojo, yeah.
Yeah, Mojo in there is great. We got the Sera down. We still can't get anything over to the kiln, so we're in a bit of trouble. But they could not expect Blue Marvel things.
Yeah.
Maybe we put the Angela down here? Or we only have 2 cards left to play.
So you got one more turn, and you do have the chance of getting Mystique. So you want to make sure Iron Man's gonna be your last card you play if you're gonna play 2 cards. If you're only playing one, it's
I was
Iron
thinking
Man,
that we
but
try Mystique this Blue Marvel because we have to win over here, right?
that's true. I
If
mean,
we don't win,
Mojo is gonna get +6. Well, I guess yeah, your other ones aren't that high.
Yeah, we need to win over here. So my thought was to like Iron Man and
Yeah.
then maybe like Blue Marvel Magic, but we also should probably think about just leaving. I think we're
And did they just
they
just
snapped, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's your only way you win is if you get Mystique off of here.
What would you do here?
Yeah.
Would you leave?
If you snap, you're going in with two cubes. I would probably risk 2 cubes.
Okay.
How many cards are left in your deck? 2?
Two in deck, so 50-50 to get
Yeah.
our flip Mystique.
I mean, I'm a gambler, so
Love
I
it.
would usually go for the 2 cubes.
I think we can win with Blue Marvel Mystique. That makes it harder.
I mean, that's as long as they don't have. Yeah, and there you go. They still need something fairly big because you're about to give
So that's
+2 over on that
12
side
to
too.
our side. So we're gonna be at 15 total power. So this will be at 30, I think, if I'm mathing that out correctly, because the Blue Marvel will give 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, you're at 30.
Mystique will give 1, 2, 3. So we're adding 12 total power with this play, and then I think they'll be surprised. Oh man, they only have to add 2 power to the left. They're only adding
is
8.
rough,
We're only
'cause-
adding 8 over here.
I'm actually a little. Well, they played leader. I was gonna say I'm surprised they played Iron Man, but they didn't. They played leader.
Maybe they just don't have another card to play over there. Maybe their goal is to like give over there, but I can't imagine so.
Yeah.
No, maybe
I
they just play
figure
biggest thing over there.
if it's me, I'm playing whatever on that left side. I'm playing the biggest card I've got.
Oh, plus 14 with the Mojo. Yo, he's totally right. Plus 14 with the Mojo.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think we
So too.
even snap back.
I think you can snap. There's nothing they can win on the right side, and the left side they've got to have. At 14, there's nothing in there, right? Like you can't play Red Skull because that pumps up your side.
Yeah, they need a lot of power over there. Let's see what they end up throwing over there.
They split it. They don't have it. There's definitely not a smaller card that can do it.
Oh, they get it by 1. Oof.
What? How? Oh.
I was not expecting. I was definitely expecting
thinking
them to
Mojo would have been bigger.
Yeah, did we mess up? So we need 10. Yeah, I think we were actually down by 10 there. That's okay. They only need 5. Yeah, they only need 5, but I guess my expectation is that they're not going to push too hard over there. Kind of interesting. Slayer Briggs says you don't have Psylocke. What card to replace her with? I mean, there's plenty of cards that you can. What would you say if we were going to get rid of the Psylocke? What would you slot in?
Let me look. I have to look at like
Follower
what's in
Invader.
what's in the two slot there. Is Psylocke a pool 3 card?
Psylocke is a pool 3 card, yeah. All the ramp cards are pool 3. It's kind of BS. Like Electro Wave and Psylocke. And Sera and Mr. Negative are all the ramp cards in the game.
G-wise.
Maybe
2
we're okay to
drop, 2 drop.
Hide Mojo and Dark Dimension.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It's
I
fine.
mean, everybody else wants to interact over there.
This ship does not have an ongoing ability, so I'm probably okay with Isle of Silence. Maybe do you think we want to maybe get him on the vault?
Probably on the vault, just in case you need to play something last turn to boost it up.
We have a lot of ongoing things. Isle of Silence does not feel good. The new emote sound is kind of funny. Boop, boop.
See, I'm still looking at this 2-drop. I mean, depending on what you're doing, I mean, the Scorpion's always a sleeper in the 2-drop spot.
Mm-hmm.
Messing with their hand. It doesn't interact as well just because it's only 2 power though. The problem is you're taking away your turn 3 Mr. Negative, which is kind of like one of your best plays.
I think I'm just gonna hide Rogue on the Dark Dimension. I think I usually want to play Rogue on turn 6. I can't play it on the vault. There's not going to be an ongoing effect on here, so I think that just hiding her over there is fine.
Yeah, and you don't want to waste
too much out of her.
Don't want to waste the energy.
Looks like a full mirror match as well. We'll play the Sera down because we're kind of happy if they magic, right?
Yeah, and I think they probably will magic. They'll probably magic on the middle.
Yeah, that's just good. That's just good for us.
Or on the right side if they want to play turn 6.
Let them spend the energy if they want to do it.
Yes, Iron Man.
So the problem here is that anything they get with any extra cards that they can play, they don't have a Sera though. Can I play more cards in them? At most I can play not that many. I'm also ahead, which is the problem. So do you know how Dark Dimension works? If at the end of the game, if it flips who's winning, does Dark Dimension go to them first? I actually don't know.
Yeah, it should be whoever's winning theirs flips first. So I think you hide them on the left side just in case. Like I don't think your mojo's going to trigger on that side. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can't play.
That's the only thing I can think of would be my best play.
They're wasted in the middle and you can't play on the right side. So I think you do that and then you're going to get the left side. Bishop's going to go to 4 plus the 2 pumps. So you're at 6 plus 7. It'll be close, but that means they also have to play middle to try to sure up some type of win.
I'm scared they're going to have
they're gonna
Ironheart stuff.
Ironheart's probably what's on their left side. I don't remember what turn they played that, but
played it on 2. Played it at the same time as our mojo. If they get out ahead, okay, so we'll see because I want to test this because if we're priority at first, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna miss there. I'm gonna guess that they must have an Ironheart that they played over there. I think it's gonna make it really hard for us to win. They also didn't let the mojo get full. They played their own mojo. Played a Mystique on their mojo, which is really weird.
Double mojo. Unless
played
they thought it was the Iron Man.
Oh.
That Ironheart just had to
devastating.
Hit perfectly.
Yeah, they needed one on the middle and one on the right with 5 hits. But I guess 2 on the right wouldn't have done it. I would have to work out the math. Man, that was rough, dude. That was a really dumb play, though, for them to play Mystique on Mojo. What was the point there?
Yeah, like, I figured... Well, they played Mojo early. So that's the problem, is they have Mystique. They should have...
Maybe they thought the Mystique would hit the Iron Man, because they don't know how it works.
Yeah, I mean...
It's tough.
The problem is Mystique, they could only play in the middle, which still wouldn't have done anything. So I guess they were just throwing it there, maybe. Which would have still been pretty bad if they would have filled that lane too.
This is tough. I feel like we've gotten rough draws and really rough locations. So I think
we haven't hit the beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this game. Psylocke into Mr. Negative.
This game we have 2 draws for it. Why would we? Why would we?
The punishment. A death deck.
Playing Mojo and Mojo is always good, right? We could Psylocke into Sera. So. Maybe they'll blow up their own stuff. That'd be nice. We'll do what this deck is supposed to do one of these days.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching another stream earlier today, And they didn't realize that death, the destroyed triggers are also if like locations destroy stuff, if you know, a bunch of different things like that. So it's not just you destroying your own cards.
Yeah, opponents' destructions count for it too. Yondu counts for some reason still. I wonder if they fixed that with the latest bug. I didn't see it in the notes though.
But how's, I mean, I haven't looked at Yondu, but how's it worded? Is it?
It says remove
destroy?
the top card.
Oh, remove.
And it doesn't work with Deadpool. It doesn't work with Wolverine. There's no reason why it does it the way that it does. It's very interesting. I'm happy to, so we know it's either left or right, right? I'm happy to probably just compete middle with them and win Weird World.
The question is, what are you gonna do with or are you gonna do anything with like Carnage?
I mean, there's nothing right now I want to blow up, right? They have a rogue. So we could expect we're probably we know that they have a rogue because this is my rogue. We got it from the Daily Bugle. Yeah, watch out for rogue steel play, says Ardef. Yeah. So we know that they have a rogue. So it could steal our Mojo, but we can steal it back. They could also, I mean, they could steal the Sera, but we could, again, you know, if this happens and then like they're ahead,
yeah,
we can just steal it back. You know, there's plenty of ways that we can work this out.
Yeah. Only problem is your Killmonger's pretty much useless.
They could have some one drops on their side.
Well, on in your deck there well, in their deck that you're playing from there would be.
So we're going first. We can't steal back their Sera if they take it, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. That means that they're not using against the Mojo. Wait, we have 2 death triggers now. Yeah, we definitely want to wave here. Wait, we have Sera and 2 death triggers. And so Sera will be 1, so it'll be 1/3/3. It won't be perfect, but we actually get a 3rd death trigger if we want with Carnage.
So I was thinking, does it make sense to like throw something out just for Carnage to eat them?
I think so. Snaps? I think we'd actually want this here then.
Yeah.
Then we get to play 3 cards next turn. An opponent only gets to play 1. I guess the problem is they could steal our Sera with the rogue, which looks like they're probably doing, but we still get to play death and something else, and they only get to play 1 card.
Yeah, because they won't have the rest of the restrictions.
Angela Rogue, yeah, it was expected. So actually, they get to play 2 cards because they have the Sera. So they have 2 cards that cost 3. We get to play death and 1 card, which is, it seems really good for us.
Yeah, I think you got to do the death on the right side. There's still the possibility that that's the Mysterio.
True. And then we'll play here in case they play 2.
Yeah, because your Mojo member will get bigger too if you play there. So.
Okay.
So essentially you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is what you're playing with Blue Marvel.
Yeah, I'm thinking of what cards they could have to beat us over on the left. I don't think there's too many. They get 2 cards. They have 4 in hand.
You'll be at plus 18 on the left side. So
yeah,
with even if that is the real Mysterio, then they're only at 6 right now.
I think even them stealing that Sera, it helps them, but I think that we're just too far ahead on Mojo World, and I feel like that death is going to be really hard for them to beat.
Because at worst case, they have your Iron Man, right? And that would be their one play from the wave.
I don't think they know how Iron Man works.
Yeah. But you're still at 3.
Oh, we lost, dude.
What? So the real Mysterio's left side, they gave him 6 to 12 just from the pull.
They're running Arrow in their Destroy deck, dude?
What?
What is going on, man?
Are they running the weird version with the, I won't say weird, because every deck has its own thing, but are they running the version that has, and you think?
Like Sera, Kingpin, Arrow? That's such an interesting 3 cards to add. To just a like kind of run-of-the-mill Death Wave deck. I guess Arrow is not too bad in Death Wave because you can manipulate things a little bit more. I was not expecting the Arrow at all.
I wasn't either. I've only seen that in a couple decks, and I don't recall it being in. I haven't seen it in the Destroy decks, outside of it being like a turn 5 Kingpin into a arrow.
Kanye streams minus leader plus arrow in his Deathwave deck. I did not know that. That's awesome. The more you know.
We're slowly
moving along. Crawling forward. Slowly crawling forward. Yeah, Arrow Death. I mean, it does seem like a nasty turn 6. I mean, it's pretty cool. I've literally never seen that before. Maybe I think they gave us a bot game. If I had to guess, I'm pretty sure they gave us a bot game. What's up, Alex? Welcome in.
Sorry, you've had some losses. Here's a freebie. Here's 5 energy against the bot. Now, just keep in mind your left side. You're not going to be able to do some of your shenanigans unless you pull a Mr. Negative. So.
Let's go here.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of vibe. We won't get too crazy the rest of the game. But a lot of cards.
A lot of little ones in the wrong
second.
order.
They didn't even give us a good bot. They gave us a bad bot. That's very nice of them.
They saw you were streaming. It's like we gotta make them look good.
Yeah.
Here you go.
They even pulled our bishop out. Oh, they pulled their bishop out. Point back at me, bot. You can just Ironheart.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're fine to do it middle.
Yeah, and it's gonna help your mojo. Here's the question I have for you. So there's a lot of cards that I feel like should be ongoing effect. Collector being one, Bishop being one, right? Like it's an effect that's on the field, but it's not actually classified as ongoing. What are your thoughts?
Do you know why?
Around that kind of stuff?
So the difference between let's say Morbius, which is a good example against the collector, right?
Yeah.
So Morbius reads ongoing +2 power for each card that's been discarded. The collector reads when a card gets added to your hand +1 power. So Morbius, if you play it at the very end of the game, it counts all the cards that you discarded previously, whereas the collector, it only counts for ones that happen after you play it. So that's generally the difference between the ongoing cards and not. In my opinion, should it be changed or should they word them differently to still be ongoing effects? Potentially. It's hard. I think that it's nice to have the ability to have some cards that have counterplay with ongoing with Enchantress and Rogue, and some without it. But I think you'd have to like fundamentally change some things. What are we doing here, by the way?
I mean, Iron Man's going to be your best one. The only thing you're going to run into is we have to get Mystique next turn or not play next turn.
Which isn't that big of a deal, right?
Solidify the win. Yeah.
We've had our Sera down for a hot minute.
Yeah.
What's up, Gallagher? Welcome in.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, how many's left in your deck? Like 3 or 4?
Four in deck.
Yeah. Do you still got Blue Marvel in there? That's gonna be flipped, which is pretty big. Mystique. So there's gonna be your 2 best hits.
What do you mean
off the top of my head? Mr. Negative is. Oh wait, they're not flipped. Sorry. I was thinking we had Mr. Negative already.
Oh, that Pixel, is that Pixel Magic variant new? I've never seen that. I think
so now you
pretty
can do that
easily. Maybe we don't want it there. We just want to go like here. It's kind of funky how that works.
Yeah.
Here.
Is that just to make sure
8,
Mojo
right?
triggers?
Yeah, just in case, because otherwise I could just drop like a Chavez here or anything and we win.
Yeah.
We're just getting the side.
If this is a person, I would say they're probably dropping Killmonger. So, but just to hit that Nova.
No, it shouldn't affect anything on our end, right?
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Killmonger beats you.
Why would Killmonger beat me?
So Killmonger kills Nova +2 on the right side.
But I'm getting +8.
Bishop,
I'm getting +8 on the right
going
side.
Up. Okay.
I should always win left. The problem is we actually have a pretty hard time winning. But maybe we just go right and middle. Okay. Wait. This is kind of crazy. Let's go here.
Yeah.
Here maybe.
And just Rogue. Yeah. Yeah, because if they kill the Nova, then and they don't play anything left, you can still snag that left side.
Very spooky.
Okay.
Very spooky.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They gave me that
bot.
vibe. I knew what he was going.
Absolutely bot. They saw me getting destroyed. So okay. Always bothered me that Bishop and Angela are so prevalent with very little counterplay. It's a good point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and kind of going back to that topic, like, I'm not saying they need to be ongoing. It just seems weird that you have a lot of effects that feel like they're ongoing, and then if you're not paying attention with Rogue, like, she doesn't take anything because you're like, oh, that was Collector, not Morbius in your example. So I would get that if we had so many ongoing, then all of a sudden, like, you have to run Enchantress, because every deck starts running all those cards, but because then you have like Spectrum in every single deck. But it just to me stood out a little bit where they seem like they're the same thing, but they're not. And then to your point, there is a difference in them, but it's not as clear to maybe like a new player.
I think they should make it a different keyword because all of them are like because like ongoing almost feels more like what Collector and Angela should be. Like when it's like a when then or if then trigger, right? Like there's so many things that are like if then triggers. Like if you do X then do Y, or if you do you do X then do Y. So maybe they could form a new keyword for it that could have its own counterplay because like you see like the Collector, Angela, Bishop, a lot of cards that are kind of like that. What do you mean by Angela? I don't think so, but Collector definitely. Yeah. You think it's for no, but I don't even think it's just for balancing reasons though. It's just like it's a fundamentally different thing. Like it's not a when if. It's like an ongoing is something that like however many of this thing happened during the game, then get this. Whereas those are like more reaction. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I think there's two other cards that I'm assuming we'll see at some point, which is one, stopping your opponent from drawing. There's no real effect that does that right now, but there's so many cards in the game that'll let you draw. And then another one would be bouncing your opponent's stuff back.
Return opponent's cards to your hand.
Yeah. So like you have like Beast and you have Falcon that can do your stuff, but I could like imagine being like, and you'd have to like balance that, right? So you're not like turn 6 bounce all these cards back, but like, you know, you can play this from turn 3 and before or something. You can bounce 1-drops back to somebody's hand or something like that.
What do you think about Mr. Negative and a Magic on the right?
I like that.
I'm thinking it should be fine because we have Mojo and Bishop here.
Yeah, should counteract that -1.
And Mr. Negative being -1 really hurts.
It's funny because like I didn't really like it, but I like the flavor of it because he's Mr. Negative and he's a negative. But I definitely agree with you of like it feels bad.
And it's nice that our 0-cost cards can go in Crimson Cosmos though. And if we get a Rogue in the next 2 turns, we eat this double sword alive.
I know.
I really like Rogue. Rogue feels so powerful.
The fact she's cheap too is a big thing. There's your Rogue. Let's see what we got. We got one more turn, which means you really want to hit your Iron Man. This can be one of your biggest payoffs. Blue Marvel would also just be good in general.
What can we draw into that costs Sera will cost 5, so I don't even think we have to worry about Sera costing 5. We need to make sure that if we draw Blue Marvel we can still play it, so I think we should get at least one of these 2-cost cards out of our hand.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do Rogue, you want to do her last in case you draw Mystique. She's got to play next turn.
Smart. Yeah, I think that roguing this turn is fine. Maybe we can't even just that's fine.
Yeah, I think that should be good.
I don't want another effect to come out for this double dinosaur that we're not going to be able to get to.
Yeah.
Even if the rogue doesn't get too big, because we're probably not going to have that many cards left in our hand. We might just hold this, keep the Psylocke in our hand like as a joke.
So there's your Iron Man.
Maybe go like here. Help us win this lane. +3. So we're gonna get +2 here. It's kind of hard for us to win this lane no matter what. Maybe we just kind of focus on in like
the middle.
Yeah, just go
I'd probably just put Put them both middle.
And then this is good because it gives us an Angela trigger, even though it lowers our rogue power.
Yeah. I think
let's go ahead and do
kind
that
of like
first
counteract
because
each other, right?
We want as many Ironheart triggers on the right side as possible. Yeah, we get +1 and then -2 and then +2, so it's +1 play,
Yeah.
and we get bishop reasons for it, just in case. I mean, I guess if we get like 2 hits and we get all 3 triggers with bishop, then we can tie on Attilian if they don't play anything else.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. I'll snap. I'm okay if they leave as well. I'm not too concerned if they end up leaving, because this is a bit spooky.
I think if I'm on their side, if I can play 2 cards, I'm playing them in the middle. Yeah. Leader's pretty rough. Leader's.
I think we need two. I think we need. Oh man, dude.
You need all of them on the left side. Leader would have been so like leader's rough anywhere, because wherever you play that Iron Man, I think unless you played him on the right side, you lost. So there wasn't much you could really do around that one.
I was not expecting an Iron Man at all. What kind of deck was this? It's just kind of like a big deck. Maybe this is like an Electro deck.
Yeah, it was just the leader being at the top end. Grabs your Iron Man.
I think Mystique doesn't work like that with Rogue.
Right?
It does work. It does work with like Rogue just turns onto an ongoing card. So if you play Mystique after it copies whatever. We actually did that a couple games ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, new magic animation Galgar Gal, it's fire. Electro just stays there like a Morbius, but adding things and not discarding. Angela's an engine you have to play into. I don't know. Yeah, it's just how they're worded, because like the collector, if you play it on the last turn, it doesn't get anything, right? Whereas Morbius, if you play it the last turn, it counts all the cards you discarded. Oh man, dude, we're getting eaten alive today. It's okay. It's okay though.
The deck can be finicky, but it definitely won me many games.
We have to take the ebbs with the flows, right?
Oh yeah. There was a day it didn't do well.
We just have to. I feel like anytime we're losing, just think about what we could have done, because I feel like I feel like we played that game out fine. The Attilian was a little bit annoying. Yeah, the leader, leader's just so tough.
Yeah, you ran into the leader because, again, if you would have played Iron Man left side, he's just copying that on the left side, and it's going to make his Hulk huge. The only way you maybe don't lose that is you play Iron Man on the right side, which just doesn't make sense, because then you're like flooding the right side with overpowerness. So I don't really think there was a super bad line there.
It'd be hard for us to win.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm thinking we just pull the bishop out. We could think about rogue in the or there's nothing we could really rogue, or like mystiquing the mojo, but we've lost our Iron Man, which is kind of rough. I think we just bishop left probably, right?
Yeah. The only way you could do anything would be you'd have to get like a negative, Mr. Negative, to flip like your Blue Marvel or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then play that middle. Like I think the middle is pretty much is lost, because they're not going to play 4 creatures into the middle.
We got an Iron Man there. I mean, even with just like this Ironheart, like it's getting really close. I feel like we could definitely win this middle location.
Yeah.
I think we just Ironheart, get our 3 triggers off, see what we're doing. Maybe we magic next turn. Opponent's not doing anything. Opponent's an Electro deck for sure. Also, by the way, people who run Domino in their Electro deck, this is why I don't. Domino took up a draw that could have been Electro.
Agreed. Yeah, I think you want to magic so that way you can potentially Blue Marvel into Mystique, because if you were to get Sera, that could be pretty huge.
I think I want to magic right, because they have giant monsters, so I think Necrotia helps them more than it helps us. They're gonna play the Infinite next turn, almost assuredly.
Where do you think they play it? Did they just try to get that Giganto, or they?
I can see them playing it right. I can definitely see them playing it right.
They're just gonna go all 3 locations, see what they can win. All right. So then the question is, if they play it right, are we going to
Do we
be able to
ever
get
win?
up to 20? Or are you just stacking Blue Marvel there, Mystique on the left? I guess Mystique on left really doesn't do anything. She's a 0.
We could also just end up like leaving, you know?
Yeah, it may be a retreater, because the problem is you got to get that left side. That's
Yeah, I think we just retreat.
I don't-
I think we just
Yeah,
we stop being super risky like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have been.
yeah. No, there's not anything you can really do on that left side.
Yeah. Pseudonym, I dual stream on both YouTube and Twitch every time I stream. So you can catch me on both. It's pretty exciting. Okay, we're fine. We retreated. We get to check our shop after this game to see if we got any new things. Oh, it's Forge, dude.
Nice.
Forge with the Forge avatar.
Good name. Good name.
Actually, another. This guy didn't want that Psylocke anyway. Got all our power cards in our hand and at the very beginning of the game, like we always do.
Man,
No worries
you've not
there.
really gotten you have not gotten the turn 2 into the turn 3 negative yet. And I know we were chatting. You were like, it's a negative deck. I haven't played one in a while. Now you're finding out.
I'm
didn't
turning
want you to.
negative. I think we get out of this game. I think we mulligan this game.
Yeah.
This
I don't think
is
this is a
terrible
good
things.
one.
Terrible things in our hand. It's gonna be really, really hard to do anything. There's a
You're gonna be
Nova.
wasting turns.
There's a Nova Vari you want that's super sick. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I mean, the cosmetics in this game are very expensive, but I
Yeah.
think that's kind of okay. Oh, this Korg is sick, dude.
My concern is, right, they tried to do a event for gold, right? They
Carnival.
tried to do it, and then it didn't work out. And so now I think a lot of people are like, all right, well, we don't have a use for gold. Let's buy variants, right? Or credits. Some people are buying credits to try to get their collector score up or collector level up. But my worry is after we do all this, like 1 month from now, here's the new thing that's for gold. And we look back and we go, man, think about all those variants we bought.
Yeah.
We could have been doing whatever this is.
Yeah, I think as long as they don't. I've never clicked. I've never done that before. What did I do? Okay, wait.
Blue
We're good.
stacks flipping it.
As long as they keep it so that if you're already at full collection, it's not super expensive to keep getting the new card. That was the scariest thing with Nexus
Yeah.
events, right? Is that once you get to like
Yeah,
full
yeah.
collection, if you want to get the new Nexus event card, you have to shell out like $60 twice a month.
Yeah. I was seeing all the math around that. I was like, man, that just doesn't seem good. Like they got to figure out a way of monetizing, but I agree with you. It's like there's gonna be a level they got to figure out what to do.
I think what they came out with is that they're they kind of officially said that their focus, dude, there's a venomized venom variant that's
really?
really funny. There's a bunch of new venomized variants. Very interesting.
All right, I'm gonna have to look at those.
If you go up and if you're in my chat, if you scroll up a decent bit, Captain Kirch posted it. Oh, I just posted it again, I believe, in the chat.
Nice.
Yeah, there seems to be like a new carnival variant. This Ronin like hitting
Yeah, I
this
saw that.
hitting this thing. Very interesting.
I like, so here's the one thing I would love to be able to do. So, and this is maybe a Snapdot fan thing or whatever, but in game. So outside of game, Snapdot fan, I would love to be able to search by artist, because I've seen a couple cards. I'm like, I really love this style, but it's not a variant type, so it's hard to find them. But then in game, there's two things I would love to add to the collection screen. I want to be able to say, just show me variants, because right now you can say like, only show me, the main card. But I want to just look at all my variants, especially like when we were playing the Halloween Cube Rush. I want to see what all my variants are, and not have to kind of like dig through stuff. But then also a filter to pick a certain style of variant, so you can look in your collection of what you have. Those would be great quality of life things. But what's your favorite variant type? What do you gravitate towards?
Chibi. I'm a huge Chibi stan. I have about 15 different Chibi variants.
I started with the chibi stuff because I love the style too, but I kept getting confused because like some of them I like that are chibi and some I like are the baby. version. Some of them are very similar. They're not the exact same, but they're similar.
Sure.
But
So I think the Chibi are my favorite. I really like the Dan Hip variants. I have like the Dan Hip Wave was actually my very first gold and Inkify variant. Jesus Christ, dude. Don't hit the Mystique. Okay.
I don't feel like I've ever I've only played against Dr. Octopus like once.
Dude, I don't even
and
know.
this is your second time.
Know what
This is
we
your
do,
second
man.
time.
Like,
So you've lost the left. You still have the potential Iron Man Mystique play
yeah.
to just blow out the middle.
I think if they snap, we leave. But
yeah.
you're right. We do have a shot.
That's the only thing I can see right now, because that's a lot of power, double on the middle. If they play a card there to trigger their mojo, which they did. Oh, it's a goblin.
Shit, dude. You piece of
so
shit,
now,
dude. I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this person that we're playing against, dude. Oh my gosh, man. Dude, I came off such a high from the last stream because it was by far the best I've ever done, and like this one is just started
punished.
So rough, dude. It's okay though. We gotta keep a positive attitude. Law of large numbers. A lot of bad things happen, and then eventually good things happen.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's just
I guess Mr. Negative isn't bad there. Get rid of its -1. We do have Psylocke into Mr. Negative, and we have
and double Psylocke into.
I kind of want to do this.
Yes, yeah.
Just keep space. We don't need either of these cards, and then we just start dumpstering stuff into Sinister London.
Yeah. I always love Decimate when you have Electro. You're just like, give me that max energy, but just don't stick around.
Just throw 0 power total into there. Yeah, we just don't need the space. We just don't need it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like we could have 1 extra power somewhere, but it just doesn't seem worth it to me.
I'd agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have our Iron Man
now
Mystique.
you're. So I mean, you know you're gonna throw both of those in the middle. So you just have to make sure you're keeping some room in the middle spot is all.
I think that Bishop there is fine, and then Blue Marvel there is fine.
Yeah.
And then we could even force things over to Death Domain based on what we draw. I feel like we should have snapped earlier, but since we haven't snapped yet, I don't think it's worth it. But now, I don't know, they might be doing hyper discard things, which could potentially beat us, depending on if they get their Draculas to land in the right spot.
So you have to Death Domain with magic.
Yeah, we can magic here. It's fine.
I think that's fine. You just have like Sera in your deck, which is just a big number.
This gets us another negative card, right?
Yeah. There goes
Discarded their Hella, which is good for us. But I think they're doing the Apocalypse plan almost certainly, right?
Yeah. They're gonna double Apocalypse.
But getting doubles on a lot of things should give us the edge, I'd imagine.
Especially with the Iron Man into Mystique. That's 4 Iron Mans going down. It's gonna be pretty crazy.
Maybe go Angela here, Blue Marvel here.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we Iron Man Mystique, and then figure out what we want to do with our mojo and things like that.
Mm-hmm. To force it all into one side.
They're probably they're playing next
locations.
turn is almost certainly should just well, actually they might not have Dracula in hand.
They're gonna.
Dude, this is a Dracula.
I forgot about Dracula. But how does Dracula work? If he does 2 Draculas, wouldn't just one of them? Oh, Apocalypse gets discarded and he's back in your hand. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. It snapped. I think we just go like here.
Dubbing C.
Wait, actually, no, we
think you go.
No, we do want to go here, here, and then just here, here.
You gonna split the Ironmans? I'm
Think
wondering
so.
if you go Mojo on the right side, Rogue on the left side, so that way you're putting both of your Iron. So you're gonna have 2 Ironmans middle, 2 Ironmans right.
Yeah, it kind of just gives us a better shot. We know this Mojo is going to go off.
Mojo's gonna be so. There's not much, even with a giant apocalypse, they shouldn't be able to beat the right side.
Yeah, I like that. Love that. I think they're just going to play the Apocalypse middle, would be my guess. But yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
If they are going to play the Apocalypse middle, then we just don't worry about the left side. We'll just give the left side and then we'll get doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could bring his Morbius, but I don't think it's worth it. I think that getting double is worth a lot more.
Because that middle one's gonna be what, 40.
Oh, we still
plus?
have Wong. Yeah, plus there's also the 50-50 to have it hit the Wong. Nowhere will mess up Mystique. That's a real... No, it won't, because the Mystique that'll get copied will already have had its on-reveal trigger.
Correct. That's the one thing I've had to remember about the Sinister is if you play like Rogue, the second Rogue is gonna still have what the first Rogue took. You don't get to like it.
Yeah, Rogue and Mystique have unique
double
characteristics where they change. So they change to be a completely different card. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power right there.
See, that makes you feel good right there. That's
It
that's
does.
when you're like, okay,
It does.
the deck works. You
Yeah,
know,
when
over
you see you
200
pumping
power.
out multiple 100 power locations. Okay. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. 8
Especially when
cuber.
you get the 8 cubes.
Easy claps in the chat. Love to see it. Okay. Just gotta stretch. Just gotta get that one out of there.
The refresher.
Exactly 100 power. Yeah, we had 25 power doubled twice. The raft, we have Mr. Negative in hand, which is very nice.
Yeah, the raft is one of those ones that you're probably usually never going to win, but
Thank you
unless
for
they have a
thinning
slow
our
deck
deck.
too.
Pigpen, I've seen them a lot. I'm gonna guess that they're running just a pretty standard death wave. We always have to be worried about this crazy.
Yeah.
The 220 power apocalypse seems like fucking child's play. That's so true, dude. So true.
It's like I'm gonna drop my 05 Iron Man.
Ooh.
Just make everything insane.
40 power on turn 7. What is garbage, dude? The early carnage. I would expect them to wait to get one other card out there.
Just throw away something janky to get a free
Snap
6
here.
drop.
We do have negative into Sera, which can do a lot of things for us. Most of our power cards are gone, but we'll get 2 draws. We could potentially get magic next turn. We have to play it by itself, which feels a little bit bad.
Yeah, and you can still get a flipped Mystique.
We'll have a lot of plays here. So the Psylocke can't go under 1, unfortunately. Yeah, the wave is tough, but we do get 2 cards.
So they've got 1, you got 2.
Bing
The question is, do
No,
you have enough?
They have 2 death
I don't-
triggers. They have 2 death triggers, so they'll have
Yeah.
death and something else.
Yeah, because I mean you're most explosive, but it's just going to be one location is your Iron Man Mystique, but that's not going to win it. So then you're looking at Blue Marvel plus Mystique, and that's still not going to take it.
I think we just retreat, right?
So yeah.
Mystique costs 3 because opponent played wave.
Yeah.
Dan hip wave at that. Go Binks, yo, Hope, top tier Binks fan in chat. Thanks for coming through. What's up? Welcome in. Yeah, we just got to retreat. It's okay.
Yeah.
We won 8 cubes last time. We
it's only
can
2.
give them 2 cubes. Good job, Pigpen.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing too. Like, and I'm sure again, I'm in and out of your streams a lot, but for all you guys kind of in here hanging out, I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to snap is this whole cube part, like snapping, and really understanding when to snap. Because I know when I was grinding, there was so many games where it's just like, all right, I'm not gonna win. I'll let go of 1 cube, and there's a couple times where I'm like, I just want to see my last draw. I can lose 2 cubes if they snapped, just to see if I can get that perfect draw on the last draw. But that's a huge mechanic that I think most people don't understand until you get into like level 80, right? Level 80, 90, somewhere around in there, and then you're like, every single cube counts, you know.
Yeah, and I tell people a lot, like if anyone asks me like how to get better at snap, it's like don't watch content creators and see how they snap and think that that's right. A lot of times I try and explain like, hey, I should be retreating, or hey, I should be snapping here, but I want to finish out this game. But a lot of people just like don't necessarily do it. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Yo, new YouTube video, by the way, absolutely popping off. Double the 2 out of 10, the 1 out of 10. Love to see it. Everyone go check me out over on YouTube. !YT in chat. Okay. Neutral milk. Yeah, I feel like I've seen neutral milk a lot. No titles. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone know how to get titles? If anyone in chat can explain titles.
Like when you joined.
Well, so there's the titles that happen at the beginning, but I don't know how people are getting them.
Look.
Open the loot box. They're from the boxes. They're from the collection level boxes, like you get avatars. That sucks. I wanted to save up 5,000 for when the thing flips over on Monday.
That's what I'm doing too. I'm at 4,900, so like I'll win a couple more things. I have to upgrade 2 cards just to keep it under the 5,000.
We're snapping here, yeah.
Oh yeah. Turn 2 Psylocke into Mr. Negative 100%.
Thanks, chat. No, I haven't cracked any. That was a 10% box rate from boxes above 1,006 collection level. It's not ideal. Negative is probably fine on Stark Tower.
Yeah, because they're probably carnaging with that Bucky right there.
Yeah, I don't think we're winning Hesgard, unfortunately.
Or Deathlock. So yeah,
it's a lot of power. It's a lot more than we have.
Yep.
I can't explain why, but one of the most tilting things for me is when my opponent has already won, like some combination of locations, has proven they're going to win 100%, and then the start of turn 6, they snap me. 100%. I feel like that's something that people... I try and explain it. Oh, shit, dude. We actually can win this one, which is really nice. Maybe. It's actually going to be really hard for us to win it. Do they run any ongoing effects in their deck?
Not that I know of. Because they're playing, like, Carnage, Deathlock, with a lot of the Destroy. They've got Killmonger, they've got Nova.
I'm wondering if either Bishop Rogue is just good here.
I think so.
I think because getting the Asgard is crushing to our opponent, right?
Yeah.
We can draw 2 cards. We're going to be in a great spot.
Because that's going to put you at 5, so they got to make up 7 at that point. And
yeah, they could
Nova?
do something Carnage. Yeah.
Like Nova Carnage.
I think that they might have gotten it. Yondu? Oh yeah, they got it by a lot.
Forgot about the demon in their hand.
It's fine. They can't get all those draws. I mean, they do get all the draws, but they have all their cards in their hand, right? So they're not going to draw the rest of the game. That's fine. We'll just extend the game.
Yeah, because
I extend the game because they're waving this turn, right? They 100% have wave in hand, and they 100% have death in hand because they have all their cards in hand. So we need to magic this turn.
Yes.
100% need to magic this turn.
Yeah, because you're still needing to get your Iron Man Mystique.
They'll wave
at this point.
They'll wave. We'll play out 1 card and feel fine. We can just slam down Sera, and then they can't do any more wave things, and then we'll just play out our whole hand. I'm totally fine with that.
The question is, do you want to go on the right side so that they're not getting 2 cards on the right side to get +2/+2 or?
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, just figure that's 4 extra power you're gonna have to fight against.
It's okay. Yeah, they're doing their death wave thing this turn. That's totally fine. We just slammed down the Sera. They obviously don't run like Odin in this deck. We have our Hyper Iron Man.
What
they thought there is they're snapping because they have their wave in their hand and they think that they're going to get us. So I think that the magic is great. Where would you put the Sera down if it was your choice?
So I think the middle one's an uphill battle. You're already somewhat closer on the right and the left. So I'm probably putting it on the right side. What got destroyed? I didn't see. Was that your Mystique?
My Mystique, yeah, my flip Mystique, which would have been really nice.
So I think you put Sera right side because you have the chance of getting Blue Marvel, which is a 5 on your left side.
Okay, I like that.
And then you'll be able to see. Yeah, so that
that's
you're
spooky,
able to
but
kind of see what they've done.
Yeah, we're not gonna. This gets 1. No, we're not gonna be able to get the. Oh, Blue Marvel would help. No.
2, 3, 4. Blue Marvel gets it to 15 plus Bishop goes to 16.
Wait, the Ironheart. The Ironheart's actually kind of cracked here.
Yeah,
if you go,
you got it.
Ironheart,
you got to try to win the left side.
Angela,
too.
Mojo, Iron Man.
Does that? Oh yeah, because
we play 4 cards. That brings us up +4 here to 15. The problem is
just
that
go after the left side. Do you go after the left side? Because that death is. So do you just go like Angela, Angela, Mojo?
do I have to split
Iron
and go
Man
for
on
both?
the left.
Because
So
what if
do
they just play
Ironheart-
here, right? I feel like we almost have to fight for all 3 lanes.
But can you realistically beat 23 in the middle?
Okay, what do they have
If
left
they-
in their
if
what do they
they
have left in
don't
their
add-
deck? I can't believe they have Magneto in their hand. It's kind of crazy. They probably have Leader.
Carnage
They have Carnage. They
Carnage
have
is one.
Leader,
and Nova.
maybe, and Chavez. A lot of people, these decks aren't running
Are
Nova.
they playing Chavez now? Okay.
I feel like
I was
think
thinking with Killmonger they have a Nova.
I kind of want to fight for right, dude. I feel like we can beat right.
Yeah. You can go for it.
All right, I think we do this, and then we just hope that they
Yeah, I
don't
mean-
play right. Even
Yeah.
the Leader, I think this beats the Leader.
Well, I guess the thing is, right, like
Depends on how
if they're
big-
gonna play right.
Cunts. Fucking
What did
Arrow,
that
dude.
lead?
Arrow and
Iron Man?
Mysterio. Well, if we get 2 hits on the right, I think we're winning right, and now we're potentially winning. Well, the Iron Man is the only one that didn't get moved, dude. Mojo is just gonna be just short. No, it's
That's
gonna be
what I was
tied.
thinking,
Wait,
like-
wait. Why didn't the Mojo trigger the Angela?
Because he's left side of Angela. Maybe there's also within the coding
lose all
that
3
it's
anyway.
going out order.
Oh, the real Mysterio was right anyway. Angela flipped.
Okay.
No, the Mojo flipped after the Angela.
Yeah,
Mojo
but I'm saying,
flipped
like,
first?
I wonder if in their coding, not only is it the flip order, but it's also looking at the placement order and the like. It's a lazy coding of how they're doing it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mojo flipped first. How did Mojo flip first? I'm so confused.
It got flipped. So Angela was played.
How did Mojo flip first? I'm so.
Why did Mojo flip first? Did you play Mojo and Angela were in the right side, right? And when it pulled it, for some reason it pulled Mojo in front of Angela. And then what I'm saying is I think the way it's coded, like this is coded in the game, is it flips in order of your location. So somehow Mojo got in front of Angela
Yeah,
because he was closer on the left side.
Why everyone's saying Mojo flipped first? It didn't. Here, I'll pull this up, and you should actually be able to see this on your side too. Pull order is right.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter what the pull order is. It. I don't. Why? I'm so confused.
What
I
I'm
think we
saying
would
is, I
have
think
lost anyway. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I think the coding, because Mojo's in front of Angela on the board, is the way they've coded it on the back end of the game. So it's a bug.
Angela was flipped over, and then Mojo flipped in that location. Maybe it's because he wasn't played there. Wait, did because if that's the case, then the Iron Man should have worked with the Angela, right?
Yeah.
Angela flipped. The Iron Man flipped on the middle, didn't trigger Angela. The Mojo flipped on the left, also didn't trigger Angela.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's a bug because of the fact that they probably have Angela looking at that location and any card physically after her on the location. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 being top left, 4 being bottom right, and it's potentially coded that way, not order of operations in a list of reveal effects, if that makes sense.
I think we can all agree that the opponent cheated,
It's
right?
a bug.
Of anything that's going to happen, I think we can all agree that the opponent cheated and we are owed 8 cubes. If we're going to agree on anything, I think that's the case.
I can back that. I can back that.
Oh man, dude, that one hurt, dude. Dude, we got wrecked in Death Wave by Arrow twice, man. We got to start thinking. I guess Kanye popularized using Arrow.
So I think, like in that particular game, if you would have done the Iron Man, Mojo, whatever on the left side, Arrow wouldn't have pulled anybody. You would have got left. Which still doesn't win right though. So I think
the Mysterio wins right no matter what.
Yeah.
We were kind of just banking that they were thought that they were enough right with it being full that our bishop couldn't do it. But they were smart and they played the Mysterio right, which is probably the best play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, dude. He did win all three locations. That's true.
I was gonna say the other thing about here is that location. For some reason, whenever I play it, my opponents, it never kills their stuff. It always kills my stuff.
Danger Room?
I don't know what that 25% is, but that's how it always works for me.
I think a lot of people put Danger Room one of their most hated. I really like Danger Room. I think that Danger Room is super divisive and people hate it. I think that it's well designed because it's like it's it's a 25% risk. Wait, we can play Sera if we don't get Mr. Negative.
Oh,
this is tough, right?
Yeah, because either way. No, I think you play Sera. Because the thing is, if you play negative now, you can't play Sera next turn. But if you play Sera now, you can still play Mr. Negative next turn. So you can still have the two OP cards in that order, but you can't if you
lose one draw from negative. Is that
so
bad?
As long as you don't hit Iron Man.
Okay, so I think with no, oh man. All right, we'll go with your. I mean, we're co-op. I want to play how you want to play. I want to learn. So I think that there's definitely an argument for this. The biggest thing is like we kind of need like an Angela or a Mojo to make this worth it. Because if we're just playing Mr. Negative this turn, it feels a little bit bad. Rubik, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, dude. I hate the Peak. I'll also agree. Peak is a terrible location. Subterranea though, worst location by a very large margin.
I would also say TVA is a bad location. The fact that you're ending games on 4. Like if you're not playing a kazoo deck or something like that, or tokens, it feels really bad.
I love TVA. I think TVA is a really good location. But I'll also, I mean, I don't know. I guess it like kind of rewards you for playing like Scarlet Witch and stuff. But I can definitely understand why. Okay, we got our Iron Man. We got our Iron Man. So that was the most important thing, right? If Iron Man was this card, we would be very sad. Ego's an S tier location, Rainbow Pit. Ego would be terrible if it was more than 1 in 1,000, but it's only 1 in 1,000 location flips you get Ego, and that makes it good. All right. IMO.
So we have tons of plays. I
think this is we need to do this no matter what, for sure. IMO.
Yep.
I almost want to put like I keep trying to kill. I want all of these cards to be dead. That's why I'm playing them in the danger room. None of them die. I think I do the same thing and play just like Ironheart there.
I think that's fine.
And then we just end up giving because they have a Sunspot there that's going to grow. They might invest more there. But
now you got a target for your rogue.
Now we have a target for a rogue. Shoot it. God damn it.
When you want them to die, they don't.
That's always the case, right?
Yep.
I think we just... Oh, this is our last turn.
Yeah. So now
Easy
you're just...
rogue there.
Yeah, I think your Iron Man goes left, your Mystique goes right, and then I guess Mojo on that side. Because Iron Man's going to definitely lock down that left side.
Oh. Jesus, dude. Dude, Isle of Silence.
Good eyes.
Hardest location,
Good
dude.
eyes.
This screwed me over so many times yesterday. Okay.
Good eyes.
All of these are do that.
So are you just Iron Manning into Danger Room and crossing your fingers?
You almost have to.
All your cards get turned off. So you just Iron Man, middle location.
Yeah, we're always doing this. We're always roguing the Devil Sword. They flip first. We're playing 4 cards out, so they have to add 7 power to beat this bishop, no matter what. I think we need the problem is like, doesn't the Iron Man ruin the Mystique if it dies?
If he dies, I mean, what Mystique?
I don't know if it works or not. So maybe we can do science. Maybe we just say it's for science.
I think so. Either way, I mean, You're kind of where you are, right?
We do look at, you know, it says 25% of the time. We've played 3 here. They did get enough here. So if this iron, we're facing a 1 in 25 of just straight up losing here. And being very sad. Don't do it. 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 Don't do You piece of shit, dude. Oh.
This deck, man. All right, here's your science, though. She still does get Iron Man. She still does get Iron Man. It should have been Blue Marvel.
Danger Room doesn't suck. Danger Room is fine. Fuck, dude.
Man.
All these cards, any of these could have died. Any of these could have died. We would have been happy. So Sera's should almost always be paired with Mr. Negative decks. Sera works with a lot of these cards really well. It kind of works in like a Sera miracle because you have a lot of 3, 4, and 5 cost cards. I do love the Danger Room. It's okay. Sometimes you lose in the Danger Room and you just have to deal with it, and sometimes you eat your words. I still love it. I still think it's fine, but god damn it if it doesn't hurt sometimes.
So the only other play we could have, like, thinking down that pathway would have been throw Mojo on the left side to get you +2 on the left side, which would have won the location. Only because at this point of taking a Dino down to nothing, they would have had to play a lot to beat a potential Mystique.
Wait, do we see? Wait, do we chat? Do we see?
She still got it.
She's still copying.
She still got
Look at that science.
So
Science.
we at least tested something. And this is also the Triskellion's also a bad location for this deck.
Wait, did this give us a draw? Sakar just gave us a card draw. That's pretty sick. We would have missed a card draw if it wasn't for Sakar.
Yeah.
Falcon for stats or Mojo? I just play Mojo, right? Play Mojo middle.
Yeah, Falcon picks up 1-drops, right?
Mm-hmm. We don't have any in our deck.
And Viper's a 2. I don't ever play with Viper.
Yeah. Also, rank 85. It's a slog at the moment. A lot of sweaty decks. Yeah, we're getting some rough luck. We're getting some rough draw luck and just like overall not great luck. I love the Juggernaut, man. So, I switched Juggernaut Kingpin into my Sera Miracle deck, and this card is disgusting.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty nasty plays, especially if you get Fist Tower out there. So Psylocke gives you Sera next turn as a possibility.
That's a really good point. I think we should do that, and then we could just Bishop 3/2, maybe even Juggernaut that turn. Yeah, I think that Psylocking up to the Sera feels really good.
We'll have to see what your random cards are going to be.
Right, opponent got a random Thor. Morbius.
I do like that that you can
discards.
tell the random cards because they're just the gray border. For the most part, you can tell them.
We can also Juggernaut next turn is actually maybe really good to lock up their X-Mansion location. Or if they don't do anything with this Deadpool, and we're ahead, which we are not. If we were ahead here, this would be really good because we can Juggernaut them away from this. But instead, I think we do Mr. Negative Ironheart. It only gives us 1 card though. Is it worth it to spend all this on it?
I mean, your Iron Man's in your hand. How many's left in your deck? You still got 3 or 4?
I have 5 in my deck. So it's
you got
Angela, Blue Marvel, Magic, which is just a dead card.
A dead card.
I think we don't negative here.
Yeah.
I think we go like Bishop, Falcon, Ironheart.
Yeah, you've already messed up their deck too, because
then we can Juggernaut last turn.
They pulled Venom out. So
Juggernaut, we can Juggernaut Iron Man to finish the game.
Yeah, because they're gonna have Red Skull. So that's gonna be their biggest card in their deck is a Red Skull.
Bishop
It'll
first.
just depend on where they play them.
Maybe Bishop right. I think we Bishop right. And then Falcon, Ironheart left.
Yeah. Like
okay, they don't have any Ooh, it's spooky.
Okay. So you're gonna have to guess. They're probably gonna play.
Man, they have us locked down left. We were able to get
So
one more.
You have to
Wait,
do
Blue Marvel's
Juggernaut on the
kinda
right side.
Blue
So
Marvel
Blue
left,
Marvel
Juggernaut
left,
right.
Juggernaut right. Because they're gonna play, and you just hope that when
Problem
he
is, it
hits
could lay
Red
middle,
Skull,
but then we could maybe even get Mojo things.
because he's probably playing. If it's me, I'm playing Red Skull right side, and they're gonna flip first. Red Skull definitely beats you on the right side. The problem is you want him to go middle, and Juggernaut sometimes kicks him all the way over. But I don't know if there's any other way of winning that. I think that's
It could also end up.
your
They could
best
also
line.
end up filling up their middle location if they did put like one thing there to play around Blue Marvel. Maybe they played a small thing,
Yeah.
right? There could also
could
be.
play
Dude, the
zero.
problem that we're also looking at is that they have a Mjolnir in their deck now. That they have a very good chance of having drawn. It's a bit tough.
Yeah, but I don't think there's really like. If you look at the rest of your plays, like what does Iron Man do? Iron Man takes it to 8, which you still are tied at the moment.
I agree. This is our best play.
So
I do
yeah.
agree. This is our best play. We're adding 2 heat. We're adding 6. We're
So
adding
the question
9
is
to the
what,
right.
if you retreat, right?
Question is if we retreat.
I mean, just playing it
Something's gonna happen, man. We beat this Okoye.
so
Nova, Mjolnir. So if it sends the,
Nova is what you need to. Well, you need to send a.
I think we
Mjolnir to the
win.
middle.
I think we win no matter what.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we need to send the
Yeah, you're
Mjolnir.
good.
Fuck. No, with the Mojo. Oh,
Mojo.
okay. Ooh, very
Stressful
spooky.
one.
Very
Stressful
spooky.
one.
That's one of those games where it's like, I don't. Is this? If no, wait, we're winning. Wait,
Yeah.
oh, wait. Talkwin voice. We're winning. We're losing. We're winning.
What is the deck they're playing?
I have
It's
no
I mean,
idea.
it's a Venom deck, but they have a Koei, Nova, Deadpool, Brood. I don't feel like Brood goes in the Venom deck.
So yeah, and
This
this
seems like
this
a
was
weird
in their
ad.
deck too. Yeah, because the Khazar wasn't in their deck. The Okoye was in their
Right.
deck. The Thor and the Lady Sif weren't. They have Venom, Nova, Okoye, Brood, Deadpool are the cards that they played.
I don't understand the Brood with Deadpool because it's only 6 power on 3. You would rather have like Maximus, Lizard, Zero. Like there's so many other cards that, in my opinion, are better. I don't know. Maybe he
Maybe
has
they're all
something crazy
still in
with.
his deck. But Brood food
Yeah.
for Venom, but can't you just play any other 6 power 3 cost card? I guess you want to like
Yeah.
Okoye the Brood and then it's 9 power for 3. That still
I
seems
just
like
feel like that's
it seems like ideal thinking, you know?
it's also like, to me, that seems really risky to put 3 cards in the fact you have 1 open slot for Venom to go in, whether it's you play him there or you solo him over. Like that's risky with goblins and things like that, or rocks or debris. You know, I mean, there's a lot of cards that'll fill that open slot.
I might play Nakia. I guess. Everything that people in chat are saying sound right, but I also am just like, but also you could not do that. Like, I think we just vibe, right? I don't think we just play out a rogue for 1 power.
No, because the Nightcrawler throws me off, but with Angela, they probably got some similar top end type deck.
I think we just hold and then negative magic. YOLO Juggernaut. Love to see it. The worst we could say because every game is like, what the fuck is this dude even playing? I've been there, man. It's just like, plays cloak. We might move our Angela with the cloak, right?
Yeah, I think
Let's give it some
Oh,
extra
really?
space.
they're not getting anything added, so
I think we snap with this Iron Man.
yeah. Question is, do you magic now?
Yeah, I feel really happy just
And
magicking.
then
Or maybe we don't. Maybe we do want to limit the game.
can you beat? Well, I mean, you can beat 12 with your Iron Man, but
And we just
So
go
next
like we just
turn-
do some combination of like Iron Man, Mystique, Rogue, Iron Man, Mystique, Psylocke.
Yeah, I guess you're putting Iron Man on the other. Yeah, the other location.
Z and Show, thanks for the follow. Got Arnim Zola. Oh my God, Arnim Zola pops.
And I loved me some Arnim Zola decks. All right, let's see. So, Mojo. So you win the middle just by playing Mystique there. So you're going right side. We just have to remember Captain Marvel's going to move left, right? If they stack everything right side, she's moving left, which has them lose middle. So we just need to stack up as much, which is this.
14 right seems good.
Yeah. So I think that's good play.
Wishes Mr. Negative one more power, man.
Yeah, because you can't get the other one down. I think that should be enough. Because like I said, Captain Marvel can't move.
This will be up to 22.
They lose.
Yeah.
I guess she will move because
I guess if they play something small left, they play like one power left, and then they would need like 8 power right or 7 power right. Seems like ideal conditions.
They'll need 6, yeah.
F.
Oof. Of course.
Dude, Arrow has decimated us. So many games.
Why is that a card? How high can you go? How high can you go? 40? Oh wait, I forgot. She's just gonna move.
Dude, Arrow has just been and Captain Marvel has destroyed us a few turns too. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, man. I guess we have to start trying to think about Arrow somehow. We're not too far behind. We're only 30 cubes down. Only 30 cubes down. Vegas, it's like Vegas speaking.
Make that up pretty easily, right? Couple 8s. All right. 5 things must be played there. You do have negative, but you do have 2 of your big cards in your hand. AERO. It's a 5 energy 8 power that moves cards. You can use exclamation point Arrow. Yeah, I use Arrow in my Electro deck now. I really like it. It's the same bot I have, so you can also do what does Arrow do?
I think it might be on a cooldown though.
Oh, okay.
I think we play Mojo on Moore Island, right? Because a lot of times they want to fill this up. So we disincentivize them from doing what they want. Oh, look at that. Arrow, with the power of the wind at her command, Lei Ling is the master of Sky and Protector of Shanghai. Yo, that's pretty cool. Oh, card bio is the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just play Mojo middle feels good.
Gonna keep growing. Ongoing effects doubled, so
pretty good for us. Sera's pretty disgusting there. Where should we land this bishop? I think it's a bit hard.
So I think if we're gonna cross our fingers that we get Sera on the right side plus like an Iron Man is already gonna win you the right side. So I think you focus left or you focus center. Sorry.
I think getting out ahead of this early with the extra power is really nice.
Yeah.
Sera isn't going. Why wouldn't Sera go right? You're out of your mind. Oh, Venomized Lockjaw, dude.
Dude, I used to see that card all the time when I wasn't buying variants. And now I never see it. I'm like, it's one of the Venomized that I need to grab.
This card isn't a wasp. Look at the game is lying to me. The game is mocking my ass, dude. Look at the game mock my ass.
You don't see this.
Chat.
You don't see this 20
This
drop.
is fucking horse shit, dude. This sucks.
So you just play Angela in middle.
We got a Mr. Negative this turn, no?
What is negative hit? You've got Sera left in the deck.
Good question. Madge, yeah, it doesn't hit too many things.
I mean, I guess you can get a cheaper magic next turn, but then, like, what do you? I don't know if you're really.
Oh yeah, Sera can't go right because of Avengers Compound. That's a really good point.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It filled up left though.
So I guess we're hoping for magic then this turn.
Clear for takeoff.
I think we probably should have retreated when we had the chance.
Is it just all right? So if you blue Marvel next turn, it's just Iron Man, which doesn't get you anything.
It doesn't do. I think we're waiting to try and blue Marvel and onslaught. We really wanted just about like anything else we could have gotten. I guess I almost hit on turn. It's just Iron Man here to scare them. I feel like that's a terrible way of like thinking about.
If you play it there, I mean, there is the chance that they try to play something left side to confirm that they're going to take it. I guess the bigger question is, can you still beat middle and right? Yeah, without that Sera, it makes it difficult.
No shot, right? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm watching your move video. The goddamn cloak has an animated cloak. So cool. Love to see it. Dude, this is rough, man.
Rough.
Infinite off the lockjaw is saying it's a wasp.
The old zero
No
drop
Sera.
into a 20. Zero drop into a 20.
You know, we gotta run it back. It's okay. The run back. Salty snap turn 1. I shouldn't. I mustn't. I mustn't. I shouldn't. I mustn't. Could just. I think we should just Psylocke here.
Yeah, I think so.
In case we get negative off the rip. Maybe we should have saved it 1 turn for Sera potentially, but I think that the chance of just getting the negative here feels pretty good. Always get punished.
Punished when you ask.
Always punished. That's okay. I think Superflow works pretty well with our deck.
Yeah, it really does.
Am I going for infinite this weekend? Probably not. I have a very busy weekend. I'm doing fun things with my IRL friends. Look at that, never punished.
There you go. They're just like, yeah, it's okay. You can have it all back. All right.
I think it's just Angela Sera, right?
Yeah. The only other thing you can do. Nope, it's 4. You're right.
Let's do it. Let's do it. CPF. Wait, he's gonna play Infinite this turn, huh? We leave. Whatever. Play your Infinite,
no.
cheater. This is an Infinite for sure.
Ghost Rider.
That's not even that good.
Giganto. Yeah, I mean, you still got Iron Man to work with. You still got Blue Marvel.
Got moves. Got plays.
Cheap Mojo.
Maybe just play Mojo outright. It makes them get a little bit scared.
Do you just go ahead and Blue Marvel, or you holding that
The Marvel's tough.
like in the middle?
What are we drawing? That I guess.
You
I guess
still
it's
have
fine.
you still have magic.
They're turning off their super flow. Interesting choice. Chad, is the sound sounding weird to y'all? To me, it's sounding like weird and muffled right now. Just missed that. Thanks for the follow. Just Misty.
Now the question is, are you turn off your super flow? You got 1 more turn, so you can
nothing,
either
nothing gets punished, right? So we have the Sera down. We're applying this iron.
you're gonna. Yeah, the only thing would be your Mystique now is dead unless you draw Iron Man.
1 and 4.
Yeah. But again, if you draw Iron Man, then you're just doing Iron Man Mystique. Right? Iron Man's 4, 5, 6. and you're gonna have 7. So I think it's kind of a toss up how you want to do that.
I think we do play the Mystique. We'll take our punish if we get punished. Yeah, top deck Magic. Oh, it's fuck you, dude. Seriously, bro. And it's doing the same thing. It's doing the same thing, dude.
At least he threw it on the left side.
Magic off the rip, dude. Oh my gosh, chat.
I mean, you were doing okay there. You play Ironheart.
I just don't think, dude. We have Mr. Negative and an Ironheart.
It's a rough one.
I think there's no shot. They can move that Infinite anywhere they want. Yeah, maybe I should have thought about retreating more, but
they can. Why? How are they going to move the Infinite?
New York.
Oh, they can move it in the middle. I got you.
Yeah, they can just move Infinite to New York. Play any other small stuff they have back on the Lockjaw lane.
Or the right side. I mean, at this point, like you're probably not playing into the Superflow anyway. So they move the 20 and then they just drop whatever big they have on the right side. You're right. You're right.
Maybe I did freak out there a little bit. This Dracula was a little bit scary too. I probably did just freak out a little bit. I should have thought about it more. I should have thought about it more for sure. I'm definitely playing a little on tilt, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'm gonna be back in like 2 minutes. You can talk to chat if you'd like.
Yeah.
Or do whatever you want. I don't know. Okay.
So from the chat, you guys have seen this deck and how apparently it's not great for us. But this is the deck to let you guys know. This is the deck that took me from 40 to infinite in 2 weeks. So you just have to do that. Man, I'm loving it, man. Loving it, Captain. Like I said, I got to get all of the Venoms. There's so many good ones. I was looking through the list of even the new ones that were added, and there's other, like, I don't know if they're in the game yet, but there's other variant types like the null variant. So again, it's the king of the symbiotes. So there's those variants coming. There's I don't know if Gwenem Pool is actually in the game yet, but it's a category that came up on Snapped Offhand. There's a lot of venomized, right? What is symbiote-esque? I don't know what you want to call it. Variants out there, not just the category of venomized. So I'm trying to get them all as we go. So the cap, the venomized cap. Hey, can you send that link one more time? Because my screen closed when I had it up just a minute ago when I was looking through it. But what do you guys? Awesome. What are you guys looking forward to as far as new content to come into the game pretty soon? So we've got hopefully 1v1. I need to look over all the patch notes as well. But I can't wait. I can't wait to get the 1v1 mode in here, because that's gonna be a lot of fun for all the streamers. Yeah, I like all these, man. Like, I mean, the Iron Man is gonna be nice just for so many decks that I play. The Ghost Rider looks pretty awesome as well. If I was in my room upstairs, I have all of like Funko Pops. Anybody a collector of the Funko Pops? I have probably 200 Spider-Man / Venom related Funko Pops. So we've got all the nerdy collectibles. Let's see. Let's click here. Yes, nice. The Legends. I like it. We've got a good bit. Seven. No, it's awesome. I got a daughter. She's 5. So love the age. And now I'm a proud nerdy dad, because whenever we ask her, what do you want to watch when she gets, a show or two, it's always Spidey and Friends. So I know I've done something right. In there. You have so many Funkos. Love the Venomized ones. Yeah, I've got almost all the Venomized ones. It's been a little bit since I bought Funko Pops. Like it's maybe the last 6 months. I don't know if I've picked any up. I've ran out of room, and my wife only gives me a little bit in the house to actually decorate with. So I haven't necessarily bought any more. They're all around the upper part of the room over there. Nice. Finished the MCU earlier this month. Nice. That's a lot. That's a lot of movies. A lot of movies now.
How's it going? Is chat being nice?
Yeah. We're talking all things Marvel and nerdy. Talking about Funko Pops and the MCU movies. You know, just a little bit of everything.
Oh my gosh, dude. People are popping off. Let's go. Also, make sure everyone who is watching, check out, I just posted a link. Default Dan streams over on Twitch, another awesome creator. Do you do anything on YouTube as well, or is it mostly Twitch?
So not yet. So I've got Mirrorverse is another game I build content for. It's a Disney mobile game, but I've got 3 Marvel Snap videos in the works. But I'm a really bad perfectionist, so I just need to tell myself to stop and just put it out. But they'll be out soon.
Very nice. We'll definitely check them out. All right. I feel like I stood up, I stretched out. I feel a little bit better.
You gotta have the reset. Gotta
hit the reset. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna be the hands. I want you to be your brain. We'll let you.
All right.
I'll tell you. We'll do this. I'll say what I think we should play, and then you choose what to play. Is that fair?
All right. Sounds
cool.
great.
I think I'm gonna hit the pass turn button. What are your thoughts on that?
I think so. I think that's the play I would make. All right, we got some tokens.
Rogue's gonna be really good for us here.
As long as, okay, never mind.
If it's me, I'm thinking Mojo right.
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna fill up the token lane with tokens. So whether they do that on that lane or they do it with Patriot in them, I agree with that play.
I don't really know. I would probably Bishop left, I think. Mirror Dimension can really screw us if it hits Cosmos. It also kind of screws them if it hits Cosmos, but they can finish things out with Ultron. But I would be Bishoping left, if it was my choice.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, because if 4, 5, and 6 being locked on the left side means we're limited unless we get Mr. Negative next turn. So yeah, I'd probably go left with that.
Green Goblin in a Patriot deck. Very interesting. I don't see that very often.
I don't either. Maybe this isn't a Patriot
definitely
deck.
An Ultron style deck then. 100% has to be an Ultron style deck.
Yeah. All right, now we're in a bad spot. I'm not gonna lie.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah.
Luckily, Magic can help us with one of these. They also might Magic one of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll leave this one up to you. Do you want to play this Angela down on the left?
Yeah, I think you go ahead and put Angela down left. And then, like you said, we're gonna Magic. I'm saying left. I'm saying center.
Center?
Because
remember when you could Sera first
gonna,
and then Magic on 6? What a world.
You can't. You have to do it. Well, I'm 5.
Well, I said remember when back.
Oh, remember when? Yeah.
That's another reason why this deck got a lot worse is because the Magic change.
Yeah. I don't understand the Magic change. I get that it was feel bads for certain people, but like that's what Magic does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're doing. It's definitely gonna be Rogue on the left. The thing is, let's see, 7. Trying to look and see. I actually think I think you do. Rogue is what, a 2? Is a 3?
I think maybe Sera.
Yeah, I think it's Sera this turn. And then we'll Rogue next turn to hit Patriot or Onslaught, whatever they play over there. Well, they can't play Onslaught, so it'll be Patriot or Mystique.
They could. Yeah, they can't Onslaught over here. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So that's the only thought
Sera.
behind roguing first is that it gives them no, like, if they Mystique will fail.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We flipping first? Yeah, so it is Rogue this turn. And then just Ironheart.
We don't need a Mystique it, right?
I
It
mean, it
feels a
doesn't really
little
help
bad,
us.
but I think that this cuts so much of their game plan out.
Here's the question though. I think you back up and you put Ironheart on the left. I think you do Rogue and then Ironheart.
We fill it.
Yeah, because the thing is, you're gonna get the 2 on Angela, but she does nothing in the center,
Sure.
and you can't play Boo Marvel, you can't play Iron side.
Sure, smart. It's actually really smart. I really like that. So hopefully this is Mystique, and then we slotted it because they're probably going to try and onslaught it later.
Yeah.
It could already be Ultroning, which would be kind of a psycho play, but it could happen. Yes, very nice.
There's a
We
Mystique. with the
crushed their
loss.
Mystique.
Yeah, so I think here, I mean, your best play is gonna be Blue Marvel, just to pump everything up, and I think you. So if you put it middle, if they
Did we
play
snap here
Onslaught-
to get them out of the game? Because we don't want to finish this game, right? Because we don't
Yeah.
have a great way to win. I think we have to snap here.
Yeah, you
We
snap.
want them gone.
And then
Is
I
it
think
Sera?
what you
'Cause blue-
actually
what does
do-
Blue Marvel
it's
do for-
Sera.
it's
Yeah,
Sera, right?
It's Sera for the power. It's Sera in the middle for the power, and then they play Ultron, which only fills up left and right, right? Or if they play Ultron right, it's just 3.
Oh, thank
2
God.
drops.
Okay. That's one of the situations, chat, where it's important to think about. We want to get. It's kind of a bluff because we don't feel
Yeah.
very confident. We wanted to scare them away, and I think we got it because I think they were winning. If they play whatever they played, I think they were winning.
Yeah.
There we
The,
go.
the
Okay.
other thing you can do is do a little emote, like a snap emote or like a fist bump emote, and then snap. Sometimes that'll scare them even more because you're like saying like I got this, you know. Not that I'm confident. That never works. Just use the emote.
So Ready Willing Table says Bluffs Austin seem really risky in snap. They do, but I feel like that was a really smart situation to snap because we want them out of that game, and they're gonna think, all right, we got wrecked, dude. We just played 3 energy, 0 power, do nothing. We lost our Patriot. We're fucked. They're gonna beat us. They snapped, so then they left.
There's
It
a
is
couple,
bad sometimes though.
Yeah, there's a couple things you can do to help your bluff. One is take your time. It means in their eyes you're doing math. So if you take, 15 seconds or whatever, and then you snap, it means they think you've ran through all the math and there's no way they can win.
Yeah, we calculated
and
Ultron.
again-
we calculated Onslaught.
So there's like little things you have to do that make it on their side. Them go, oh man, should I not? Because if they're uncertain, they're waiting to see what you're gonna do. And so there's a few things that can push people out, and you can get those free cubes. But it
Love
is
that.
risky.
Love that.
So
Good teamwork on that. I feel like we're back. We're synced. We're making moves. Obviously, pass turn.
yeah, that's the one feel bad about this deck is there is no turn 1 play. But
Where are we dropping this, Angela?
yeah, we're just dropping it in the center.
Angela mid.
This is me. I don't really like Strange Academy.
I
don't
avoided,
like
the
that
play.
I don't have control over where it goes. All right, so we have armor. This could be
Usually destroyer.
yeah, destroyer. Enchantress is something to be really aware of.
Well, Deathlock.
So we did get I think that's new. I've been seeing it a lot recently, but I think it's fairly new. So we have Mr. Negative. So I think we just Deathlock right in the center. Because it's not gonna kill Angela, and it's gonna pump her up.
You don't
And
want
he's a
Bishop.
5. We'll see, like, what does Bishop go up to, right? If we play turn 4, 5, 6, maybe at most he's getting +4. I guess you could play Bishop.
My thought process
being
behind
said.
Bishop is like always want to play Bishop as early as possible if I
Yeah.
have the chance, because every turn you're not playing Bishop, it gets more awkward, and it ends up like we're not playing it. Which maybe it is just okay that we're not playing it. We're getting a guaranteed 5 power, but I gotta think if we
Yeah.
Bishop, we Mr. Negative, we're gonna get at least 1 negative card.
Yeah. No, I think you're right on that. It's one of those kind of like. you gotta
And
see
now we
where
have the
it lands.
Deathlock to take care of our Green Goblin, which is huge.
Nice.
Huge.
As long as we use it. So
Yes.
negative, I think, is who we have left. So Iron Man's in hand. So we have Mystique left. You have Psylocke left.
I almost think we Negative and Sera all middle.
And then
over the next two
Goblin goes
turns.
right.
So Goblin always goes right, because otherwise, if we don't do either thing, it has a chance of going over there, or we have to, instead of negative Seraing the next two turns, we have to fit this Deathlock in.
Yeah, I like that. It does limit us a little bit because they may use Destroyer in the center. Well,
so if they get Destroyer in the center lane, I'm confident that with a negative Sera hand, we can win the other two lanes if they have to use it middle. Does that sound fair? I feel like we're in a really good position to do that then. We also might even be magicking next turn instead of the Sera. Something to think about.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Love this variant.
So they've got the demons, so something to be aware of.
So what are your thoughts? I think that Magic and Sera are both fine, but I would love to see what you would play, and if you would continue with my plan, like I said, of playing it middle or trying to adjust it.
I think I'd go Magic because it allows you now to Blue Marvel plus Iron Man.
Anyway, you think we'd go Magic?
Maybe not, because
it's really tough,
you go
right?
Magic, Sera.
Because so if we Sera this turn, then I think we get really high and really hard ahead where they kind of have to. If they're gonna try and win Monster Metropolis, it's gonna be really hard for them to do it without doing it. And then we could do like Iron Man, Deathlock, Mystique to finish it.
Yeah, I like that.
Mystique,
to your point.
We just like, yeah, we can almost. We can't just Deathlock this turn. We could Magic the Academy. Wait, that's a really good point. I actually love this play.
Magic the Academy.
Magic the Academy.
Okay.
Deathlock feels a little bad still.
Because you can Magic and then you can Sera right side.
Wait, we can win this with Blue Marvel. We win this with Blue Marvel Mystique.
Mystique.
So this is actually totally fine for us. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna Magic middle, or we're gonna Iron Man middle, and then next turn we do Blue Marvel Mystique, Rogue. I don't know, whatever we need to do.
Yeah, I think that's good. Because that locks down like Destroyer and or doing something.
I think we snap back. Or I think we snap.
They're gonna Destroyer on the right side. So
yeah, and then we'll for sure win left and middle.
Okay, I'm good with that.
The Binksy.
Yeah, I think it's a snap.
I guess we lose to Nova if they're running a Nova variant, which is really fallen out of. I really don't see people doing it anymore.
I think that's I was gonna say I think that's asking a lot.
The other weird thing we could do would be like trying to rogue that armor. Oh, no, roguing the armor doesn't work. It's the mirrored effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the negative one on negative used to be 4 power, and Magic used to be played on turn 6. When that was the case, this is the best deck in the game.
The ship
no longer, which is fine. All our stuff is defended. They also now don't have a way to kill their destroyer. And they accepted our snap. And we get the Ironheart, dude. So clutch. Yeah, no shot. I can't think of how would you order this though? I would love to hear your thoughts. Do we want to try and get more buffs on our cards that are being on the right?
Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, I think you need to just to confirm because you've got the middle. There's nothing they can do middle to help you. So I think you need to just confirm that
here.
Yeah, there's the probably Ironheart last.
Here. And no shot we lose here, dude. No shot. They must just not be expecting the wait. That doesn't work.
They're just playing out all the little stuff.
Yeah, I think we trifecta. I think.
Yeah, Blue Marvel's like one of those cards where I like it in the deck. He comes in clutch in certain areas. I usually focus a lot on the Iron Man, double Iron Man, but in this case, because of that Professor X, that's definitely the better play.
Oh, I didn't get the trifecta rip.
You had one thing. Just hit one person on the right side. Not doing their job.
You had one freaking job, dude. One freaking job.
It said in the chat, your opponent has all the fancy cards. They got all the variants going on. Well, their Killmonger's not variant. Neither is their Professor X.
Actually, I don't. well,
Unless we're
these
just
two
talking
are
about,
very.
like-
These two are very, very loved. I really like this. I mean, I like my Deathlock variant first. I have the one that's like the profile that has
Yeah.
like all the crazy stuff going on. I actually like that Deathlock first. Chat. Wait. What? Slash card bio Deathlock. What the hell is Deathlock?
So Deathlock, all right. So it means you have not watched Agents of Shield. Deathlock is a character that they experiment on and slowly replace pieces of his body with
So
technology
like a
and stuff.
cyborg, and then he turns
Yeah.
into like a killing cyborg machine. Sick.
Yeah. If you watch like the first season of Agents of Shield, it's like some of the worst CGI, but he's there.
D Money, Hearthstone rapper. He
Yeah.
D Money was
I saw-
putting
I
out
saw
like
his YouTube.
music. Have you seen the music videos that he's put out?
Yeah, I
Pretty funny.
actually stumbled on him yesterday or the day before over on YouTube.
Snap. That's how I
Yeah,
connect him.
absolutely. Nexus is like the dream.
Yeah, because we can get so much power there.
Yeah.
It could also get
You
shut
start
off
doing-
pretty consistently, but he's doing Morbius things.
Yeah, I don't. The Morbius kind of deck. They don't run Scarlet Witch, right? can think of.
Almost certainly not, right? Some of them might.
So,
some of the really
they may
hyper
have
discard
magic.
versions might run magic. But if they do, I mean, we're gonna vibe until until turn 5, right?
Yeah, I mean the worst part is you've got Iron and Mystique already in your hand, so
Yeah, with Sera we can get him down, but yeah, Mr. Negative
Yeah.
and them is obviously our two of our clutchest cards. We can get a 3 energy magic and get a flip. We haven't gotten a flip blue marble the entire time we've been playing, which is kind of crazy.
yeah.
There we
There's
go,
your
we got a
flip magic.
Do we want to use it? I don't think we want to use it on the Nexus. I don't know how
Yeah,
we're
I'm
going to
gonna-
get enough power on the Nexus.
You're just gonna Sera, Iron Man, Mystique, and then on one of your other sides, maybe you get the flipped blue marble, and that
flip
should
blue
be because I mean that's gonna be what 20 power, 21 power.
And we just probably want to
22
vibe, right?
power.
We just magic right
Yeah.
this turn.
Yeah,
Magic right into Sera. Yeah, the squirrels I think really mess up their game plan. It also is kind of annoying to do. I love the new magic magic thing.
I
It's
love
really nice.
I love that they are looking
this
at
helps
old
this
cards.
helps a ton. This helps a ton.
Yeah. Like there's so many things where they could just ignore old cards and just focus on the new stuff. And I'm glad that they're going back and like whether it's the animations or just like they're adding voice lines and things like that to a bunch of cards. I think that's really awesome.
Okay. So here's the thing. If we get our flipped magic, we need to play the Iron Man now, right? Because then we could play Mystique, Blue Magic, Ironheart. It does,
yeah,
but I don't
you-
think they're playing any disruption cards, right? The only thing that this does is it puts us in a less good position.
They could
for them
they could
running.
have Moon Knight, but I don't think they're going to use it at this point.
So I guess we're trying to get them to not retreat, right? Because we're gonna win this game.
Yeah. And we've already snapped, right? So yeah, I think you just
I think
go
with
into
I
the
think we
next-
just well I guess. Oh, what does that get crushed by? Like Green Goblin? They could have like Hobgoblin. That'd be a psycho play. Oh, they could. No, there's no way to play Hobgoblin with Dracula. That'd be hilarious.
yeah.
So maybe we just pass and then we just say we have enough, and then next turn we just
Yeah.
play Iron Man, Mystique, Ironheart,
Ironheart's gonna
Angela.
be enough. Yeah. I'd agree.
And we lose to like Green Goblin or Hobgoblin. Okay, opponent doesn't
Yeah,
know
you're
how
good.
Limbo works. So we did get punished for this, but I still think it's fine.
Yeah, I agree. There you go. That should be a pretty easy one.
Yeah, so we should get probably 8. Because it's only 32. If we get 1 trigger the Ironheart. It's not that crazy amount. They could beat us here with a huge... They could beat us here with a huge Apocalypse or with like Infinite.
Their Dracula's gonna go. Oof, that's what you didn't want to see. Squirrel. Okay.
1 power. It's
Scroll
actually
down.
pretty bad. We actually might lose this.
I was only got a 20.
We might need 2 hits to win. Oh, 2 hits is so clutch. Still gonna be close.
60. So
No, it's 20. It's gonna be more.
Oof.
No, I think we did need to play that Iron Man out early, because then we would have gotten the Blue
Yeah.
Marvel. The Blue Marvel would have been everything we needed.
Would have been 6 more points.
Maybe we just needed to calculate that a little bit more. We have to think about Gambit too. I feel like the Gambit we didn't think about.
Yeah. I got by Gambit earlier today too. I didn't realize he was in that deck.
So
Earlier today.
we played Angela after the Ironheart. Yeah. Play order. Yeah. Gambit's sneaky. Gambit's a sneaky card, especially in like this, because they probably run like Wong things. Like Wong
Yeah,
Gambit is pretty nasty.
I've been doing that. Like this morning, I was having fun with Wong Gambit and Odin, and just like wiping out boards. Especially if you can do it in order with like a Invisible Woman first, and then Wong, and then Gambit, and then Odin. You can just blow up an entire board at the end. All right, Death Domain.
Not great for us. I don't think we have any way of getting into there. I guess
Ninjas.
we have magic, which is good.
Yeah.
So we're
Again,
probably
if-
doing nothing, and then magic, or Mr. Negative magic Sera, and then trying to play everything. At least you didn't
Yeah.
lose because of the squirrel. I think we did lose because of the squirrel. The squirrel would have added extra power. It would have been closer.
Yeah.
Actually, the squirrel also changed the odds of the Ironhearts hitting. So getting 2 Ironhearts hits there was really unlikely. Big house?
Yeah, I think so. Because you don't have too many cards that can go in there with it being 6, not allowed.
And then I think we negative into Death Domain, right?
Yeah, you can either do that or you can throw them center. But
I don't think
I mean,
there's
you're
any
giving
reason, right?
it would be giving up center. But yeah, I think
Yeah, lose
Death
a
Domain is
location,
fine.
lose 1 power. Finally doing better in Pool 2 was getting players with tons of Pool 2 cards. Now I'm getting players more on my level with less Pool 2 cards. I don't know what happened, but it's great. Yeah, you probably just got better too, you know? You probably got better at the game, which is great. It's a great feeling that happens with the game as you progress. They missed a Mysterio trigger. So the right one must be the real one. Unless they're psychos. So we just know they have +5 power over here.
that was kind of weird though. He ate the Mysterio, but the right one didn't flip.
No, he didn't get a Mysterio out on here. There's a Sabretooth and a Nova. Because the Carnage got played, the Mysterio's not an on reveal. So if there's not space to play the Mysterio at the beginning of the turn because the Carnage was taking up the 4th spot, it won't show up there. It's kind of interesting.
I gotcha.
Then we just magic left, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to open up a little bit of time in the game.
With the Sera, we can play like 2/2, 2/1 and stuff like that. We got Venom coming though. Venom Taskmaster things.
Yeah, I
Ironheart's
wish
great.
we had a way to really punish that play.
Does Sera make this cost 1?
No, it stays 0.
Okay.
Because it'll reduce it down, but if it's already 0, it stays 0.
So
But it
opponents
does make
almost
your
certainly doing
Blue
Venom
Marvel
and the
cheaper.
Taskmaster Venom into Arnim Zola, right?
Yeah. So they're going to depend on how you're playing your stuff. So if you play Sera in the middle, they're probably going to be more looking at Taskmaster and just leaving that, Venom in the middle.
Yeah. Where would you play? Where'd you play?
I probably still play towards the middle, and just try to make them make the move, because we're gonna have to figure out how do you win one more side.
This is a Scarlet
And we
Witch left.
are-
I'm gonna freak out.
I've actually had that happen a couple times. It's very annoying.
Bucky Venom.
Yeah, so they're doing Taskmaster. Well, no, because Taskmaster's going to copy 0. So what is 0 hitting? Typhoid Mary? which Typhoid Mary can't go right side. So Typhoid Mary is going left side.
Okay.
So Iron Man left side gives you the
fight
win
for
on the
middle
left
ever?
side. I don't.
Okay, so what can we play? We can play Blue Mar. We can play our whole hand. That's crazy.
I don't know if you can win middle, or you can win middle easily, right? You're gonna have to do Iron.
It would have to be Mystique and Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not worth. And they can't really Arnim Zola anymore. Yeah, I think that we
Right.
just go like here, here.
There, and then you've got Blue Marvel right. Let's see. If it's Typhoid Mary, which is probably who it is, it's going left side because they can't play right side. So. Yeah, and I think
Finish
you
off
just
with
stack.
maybe like the 2 1s, right? And then because we don't want Rogue to hit the Typhoid Mary. Well,
Right.
it'll get zeroed anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then do that.
Yeah, I think that's right. It gives you enough on the left side just to make sure.
First it was 6. Yeah, so this will get +6 doubled. This would be like 24. Yeah, no shot.
Yeah. Did you snap? You didn't snap.
No, I don't think snapping there's
That's
right
okay.
now. Is this a bot? That was a really weird play.
It's good
Our
that they
first
flip
card
first.
already won. Our first
good
of
thing that they
6
flip
cards.
first. This is, I mean, like, this is the thing that wins this, the most cubes out of this deck. Is the fact that you played all this on last turn. Most of the time against a person, you would have snapped, and they would have looked at that and went, what are they snapping for? There's no way they're playing enough stuff. I mean, not on their play. That was a bad play, but you know what I mean? Like, that's what I love about this deck.
Yeah, it definitely
You
has
just have to,
some
like,
big pop off.
retreat a lot. Yeah. So you like retreat 4 in a row and then you win 8 cubes. And you retreat 4 in a row.
Yeah, it's important to think about it like that. Like a loss isn't a loss, right? Like people will talk
Yeah.
about like win rates with decks. It's not really about win rate. It's about cube rate. You know,
Yeah.
the Destroyer
that's
would
what
be
I had to
very
learn.
interesting in that deck. If they were gonna play it. Either way, we decimate it, right?
Well, you'd have to play like Cosmo so that you're not blowing up your crazy Venom.
Well, they
that's
played
out there.
0. They played 0 before.
Oh, yeah, 0-0. Yeah.
It's still like that seems like you're just like I don't know. It seems I don't know. Oh, it's Goat Napper. It's a great name.
You'd have to, I guess that'd be like, I just don't feel like you'd have a good turn order for that though. Like if you're playing an optimized deck. So it's a risky move, but I think I do Psylocke because next turn you can still do Angela Mojo if you don't get Mr. Negative.
Love that. And I think we put it in Miniaturized Lab, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I always like to get at least a little power there. Oh, they're gonna fight us for it. On Cable. Cable has a sick haircut.
Yeah, I was trying to think through like that. I just think if you're
draws
gonna
a
play
negative?
Destroyer with 0,
Never lucky.
no negative.
I still think.
So this
I
is-
still think I want to play Bishop.
Yeah, so this is the weird part. Like for me, I'm probably just not doing Bishop, but I get it. Like,
So here's my question,
you
right?
like them.
We're gonna have 4 energy this turn. We're gonna have 4 energy next turn, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between Angela Mojoing now, or and then just playing a 3-drop next turn, most likely, or Bishoping now and then playing Angela Mojo next turn?
That's true. Yeah, no, I guess that's a good.
We
play
want to
too.
get him at Westview because Westview could turn into Miniaturized Net Lab, which would be a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
You just getting all the bots right now?
No, dude, Go Never's a real person. Go Never's for sure a real person. Oh wait, this isn't the one that turns into one of the other. It's not Mirror Dimension.
It just turns into a random one. Yeah.
We just Angela Mojo. Do we Mojo
Yeah.
middle?
Probably because they have a higher chance of playing a card there.
What the fuck is
Seems
going
like
on?
a very.
Dude?
I was gonna say this seems like a really weird deck. They're hoping for the feat. Well, wait, is the featured location gone now?
Feature location is gone. Yeah.
I was
Cerebro
gonna say that-
2? No, they're playing Moon Girl. There's no way it's Cerebro 2. Yeah, this deck doesn't
Oh,
make
maybe-
any dang sense. I guess they're
Maybe
they
it
play
is still
Beast
Cerebro.
first.
Maybe it is Cerebro still, and Moon Girl's just to make sure you get all your cards.
But you can't play
Or you get
Cerebro 2 with
copies.
Moon Girl. It's 4 power. We're just Seraing, right? On the engine.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. I forgot about that.
We have Rogue for this.
They're just a draw deck. They're just a collector deck. But they didn't get their collector.
What the fuck? Why do they have Black Cat in their deck, dude? What is going on?
Just messing
what
with
was
you,
that?
So you definitely just Rogan. I guess Blue Marvel, right? So Rogue destroys their right side. Blue Marvel middle.
We're even that far ahead. So then Rogue will be 7, 7, 5, 5. We'll have 17. They'll have 3. They'll have 9. We'll actually have 20. And then, yeah, I think Blue Marvel, if they do anything with Mojo, I think this is nice.
I think it's the best.
Black Hat from
use of
13.
cards.
Yeah, if only you could freaking see. If only you could see what happened. That's a really good point, Matt Mathis.
I think there's definitely a couple little like UI things, which we're seeing right now. They're updating the UI, but I think the other thing I would love to be able to see is like the destroyed cards or the discarded cards. I'd love to be able to click and see what cards they are.
Yeah, or so just like a turn order, like how you know how Hearthstone has like on the left side you get to see everything that happened in like the previous turns. Yeah, you can just do that. Nice dinosaurs you have there, bud. Be a shame if someone stole it.
Because it's definitely one of those things where like playing against the Hella deck, I'm like, what did they discard? What could they possibly get? And you're just having to like keep up with it mentally, and it's a little bit harder.
I don't know if you saw, that's a little 8-cuber. A little 8-cuber against the Goat Napper.
Nice.
Or the Goat Nappers. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's just a collector deck because they have Sentinel, Quinjet.
Yeah. Haven't switched off of it since the location flipped.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the deck I hated going against in the locations.
You know what they're probably playing? Hoagland put out a deck like yesterday that popped off on YouTube that looked exactly like this, and it has Dinosaur and Ronin on the top end. I bet it's that deck.
Yeah, because that was I got hit by that deck
like crazy
yesterday because every turn, like once you get Quinjet down with the old location, you literally just filled that location with Sentinels every turn. So they quit getting their draws, their hand was full, and then you played Ronin. And so, and all yours cost 1 less, so it was just easy to play them every turn.
What are the key cards for this deck? Probably Sera Magic, Mr. Negative. I would say are the 3 main key cards. So they're kind of the cards the whole deck is built around.
Yeah, and you're already gonna have like Iron Man. You need your payoffs, Iron Man, Blue Marvel. Like those are somewhat interchangeable, but I definitely flipped Iron Man is pretty insane.
Best card in the game. Where are we dropping this Angel?
I usually go center, but I'm sure there's some kind of like, thought process of what location gets played on more times than not when they're blank. I'm curious. Snap.fan, can it just shows you your win or loss in cubes, right? Does it show you the plays and stuff like that?
I have no idea.
Match?
I have no idea if it stores any of that. And I don't think it does it in real time. I think it dumps it after each game.
It does.
Because that's not the. I guess what I can do is, like if I'm streaming it, I can go back and look, right? I would love to hear your thought here. So we have a choice to Ironheart on top of here, or do nothing.
I think Ironheart on top there is fine. You're not gonna like once you get past turn 3, you're usually not gonna play her if she's not flipped. Because you have like negative, you have Sera, magic, like you have all your cards that just have to line up on your top end.
I nerf Mr. Negative, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that your thought? We're playing Mr. Negative, and if so, where?
Yeah. So Mr. Negative, I'm throwing away probably this left side. That 8 power already there kind of scares me a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably just throwing him over there. Because we still have Mystique that we can hit Blue Marvel. We still got a couple good flips.
Yeah, we're magicking, so we're gonna get three of our remaining 5 cards.
Yeah.
Gambit hits our Angel. It's annoying. They lost their
Yeah.
Get rid of their Agatha. Okay, so they're an Agatha deck. Could have checked that, but they only have 5 cards left to play. Is the thing.
Yeah. So that Ironheart
Nice
felt
Ironheart, by
bad,
the
but
way.
at the same time, like, the wave. Yeah. So just magicking.
They
Just
were
the magic.
madder.
Just go. I think you just go center with her. Right. Wait. Negative's a 1. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna win. Like, it's an uphill battle against the 8. I guess there was an argument maybe right side with Blade, but. All right, so you definitely go Mojo in the center at some point.
The problem is that the Captain Marvel running away turns it off, so we have to be winning no matter what. But
Yeah.
I think we can do that. Thinking Bishop right, the first play.
Yeah. What do we got? We got 5 more. This is just Bishop, Psylocke, Mojo.
Bishop
Is the plays
Psylocke
this
Mojo.
turn?
Yeah, getting the Psylocke out is pretty nice. It does
'Cause
help
we're-
us do like Rogue Iron Man flipped card. Because let's see, what do we have flipped? So we have 3 cards left in deck. We have flipped Mystique,
Yep.
flipped Blue
You have a
Marvel,
Sera.
and Sera, which is our bad hit.
Yeah. So the other thing is Blue Marvel. You can't do Blue Marvel Iron Man.
I was almost thinking we just Iron Man now.
So yeah, I'm thinking so too as your secondary play. So if you do get Mystique, you can still Mystique and the Iron Man.
But where are we Iron Manning? Are we going middle with it? It's kind of tough because that Captain Marvel's really throwing me off.
Yeah.
I would probably put it middle to scare them and then have options.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I got Chavez. All right, yeah, I think you were right. So now we're trying to fight for middle and right, and I think we can definitely do it.
So Blue Marvel.
Basically, we play Blue Marvel, Psylocke, Mojo.
Pretty much gonna have to. That gives you middle. If they play middle, I mean, if they play middle, there's not anything you can do anyway.
And I mean, with this play, we're getting pretty far ahead. Oh, are they running? They might be running. They knocked us. I think this wins right a lot of the time. Even
Yeah,
with,
I think that's gonna be the.
The problem is that they
best
if they
side.
just play 2 big things right. Maybe Psylocke right, and we just throw middle if they put anything there.
Yeah.
It's tough. I think
mean,
Blue Marvel's always going right. I think that Mojo is pretty much always going right. And then where do we land the Psylocke? Because if the Psylocke goes right, then we can beat
Dubbing C.
weird stuff if they try and jump Blue Marvel over. But also they only need 4 power, right, to win. I think this might be our best play.
They need 2 power right to win, right? No, wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 6.
They would need
Yeah, you're
4.
right,
They would
4
need
power.
5 power middle to beat us, or 4 power middle. They'd probably win the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but I think with it being last turn, I was gonna say I think with it being last turn, they're gonna play something big anyway. But that, oh hello's what they did that for.
Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me?
So that meant no matter what we did.
They had a
didn't
100% chance of it though. That wasn't a mistake, or that wasn't a.
Yeah.
They weren't.
I just did we anticipate that being a hella deck?
I
Maybe
have
we
no
saw
idea.
what Gambit and Swordmaster, and that was it. Well, I guess we saw Blade. I don't know. I guess Agatha is all the Agatha
Ready,
decks
Willing,
a hella
Table.
deck?
Are you G man? I knew how it was. Yeah. You had a 100% chance. It was the only card left in your deck. That's kind of what Agatha does too. It thins your deck pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
GG's,
forget that
dude.
most of those are that way. I'm always like, again, I just started trying to play Agatha decks.
The
Now I'm in
Big
Infinite because I don't have to
Sera.
worry about if I win or lose. I don't like them though. I was losing like nonstop with Agatha decks.
So when before Lady Sif got changed, you used to be able to work it out so that if you only played Sif as your 2-drop, you played Agatha and Chavez as your only 6-drops. 50% of games you're discarding Agatha on turn 2.
Yeah.
Which is like a huge advantage, and you got a really consistent deck. You have this huge thing that you're always going to be discarding for like your Ghost Rider. I think that was actually a legitimately competitive deck. I think it was like probably like tier 3 or tier 4 deck that you could definitely climb with. Yeah. Wacky Agatha deck. You're maniac ready willing table, and I kind of appreciate it.
Well, especially with Ghost Rider, because like before that, like you're saying, there was the other combos with Lady Sif and Ghost Rider, where you could do her early and then Ghost Rider and always bring back like your Infinite or whatever, right? Your giant card that was in hand. And now it's just harder with the way she got nerfed with her power.
Yeah, even before Lady Sif got nerfed, it used to be able to be you could do a 2/4 on the last turn, and you could always guarantee it, and then you get 7 power plus, discarding whatever giant card you have. Are we snapping here?
Yeah, I think so.
All of our good cards are in our deck, even though we have 2 more draws. We have 2 more draws, but like all the good ones, like Rogue's really good, Mystique's really good, Sera, Blue all the really good ones feel like they're already in the Blue Marvel.
Blue Marvel's here, but you still have Magic in there.
And then we just draw the 2 best cards. We draw like Iron Man and okay, well Magic's totally fine.
Magic. Just leave Iron Man, leave Mystique, leave both those.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Man, like
Negative
Scorpion is to me is one of the most underrated cards for most players. Like,
oh, dude, this is the nuts. Yeah, I tell people Scorpion's S tier for me. Scorpion, my opinion is like, if I'm missing a 2-drop in my deck, I'm always putting Scorpion in. Angela's probably the only better 2-drop.
Yeah,
and Angela's going to get nerfed, so I think that eventually Scorpion's going to be the best. And yeah, any draw locations, Olympia, anything like that makes Scorpion so beneficial.
So what do you think as far as Angela getting nerfed? What do you? I haven't read the Discord to see if they've said anything that they actually are doing, but like, what's the thought process around the nerf that she would get?
Why should she get nerfed?
I mean, like if she does, like, what do you think the nerf is? Is it just she gets +1 instead of +2, or
2/2 and +1? I think is fair. I think starter is a 2/2 and give her +1. Puts her between a 2/2 and a 2/5 as opposed to between a 2/1 and a 2/7. I think that puts her pretty in line. Are we putting both of these on the right? I really want to do this.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Because there's a high probability she's going to hit either Bishop or Goblin. She's going to hit one of them, so.
And they could just blow us out here with a huge lane. Wave's totally fine for us.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Don't make her unplayable? She wouldn't be unplayable. She was a 2/2 that turned into a 2/5. That wouldn't make her unplayable at all. It's still a damn good card.
Yeah, we're just magicking. You think they just have like a big Odin deck? What's in the Lockjaw? Just the big like Infinite whatever.
Well, they can't use the Lockjaw anymore. It got killed.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of what their top end in the deck is. I'm assuming it's like an Odin plus a Infinite.
Something like that, yeah. I don't even think we're magicking. Do we want to just Sera? Do we want to give them another turn? I guess we don't really care. I think magicking kind of secures the game. We're already snapped. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think you just want to put magic where you like, probably in the middle, because they're not going to play this turn. Okay, so they don't have Infinite.
Ooh, they had a Doctor Doom. It's good that we have the magic now. So now we have.
Yeah.
Now we can get enough hits on our bishop. I can't imagine they're doing any ongoing stuff where they can do it. They could have Odin things here, but we're not scared of that really at all.
Odin gives them 10 in the center.
Sera gonna be worth it? I don't think we get enough value out of Sera.
No, I don't think
just
so
want to like
point.
Angela Mojo.
Because next turn you got 2 free giant drops.
Mm-hmm.
and then Blue Marvel, right? So you just Blue Marvel, Iron Man on the middle, or maybe you can Mystique on the middle and Iron Man on the left.
Yeah, we'll
To give
choose,
that left
choose
more
our
power.
poison. Magento is kind of spooky, actually. Okay, though. Wait, is it? Can we not win left now?
Blue Marvel gives it +4, and yeah, I mean, just gotta hope they don't have something well,
Or do we
hopefully
leave?
they'll fill up left. I think they play whatever they have. They're playing left.
What if it's
I don't
Odin?
know. They're playing center.
Odin always wins, right?
Odin wins, puts another 5 in the middle. It's 22.
I always call
You're
it
only
Magento,
getting-
yeah.
You're only getting 8, so you lose center if it's an Odin. And if it's anything bigger than that, they're just playing as center. So I think it's a retreat.
I think they're playing Odin, yeah. I think they're playing Odin a lot of the time. I think it would just retreat, it's fine. We don't want to risk
Yeah.
quadrupling the cubes. They got us with the Magento. GG's.
Yeah.
Big old retreat, yeah.
Yeah.
It is tough. A lot of times when I'm bashing my head against the deck, I do get into a bad thing of seeing like, okay, well, let's see if we were right. That's why okay, so let me hear your thoughts on this, because this is probably, I put out 3 or 4 months ago, maybe, I put out a top 5 things I want from Marvel Snap, and the most divisive by a huge margin was saying that if you or your opponent retreat on the last turn, it plays out the last turn, and then you figure out if the person retreated or not. Which does a few things. As a content creator, I love it because I hate just seeing nothing happen on the last turn. I think that it helps people learn how to play the game a little bit better, because it gives you, like, it lets you understand, okay, here's my best play. I'm going to retreat, but I want to see if it would have won.
Yeah. I would semi disagree with it, but I would give you like a different option.
Sure.
So I'm not sure if I like the fact that, like, if somebody bluffed me, I don't want to see that they bluffed me.
Raft?
Yeah.
So you could fold your hand, or...
Yeah, we could try that. But I think it would be okay to give you an option to show your hand. So like in Magic, like on Arena and I don't know if Arena does it, but Magic Online does it, where at the end of the game you can show your hand. So I think that would be fun, because then as a bluffer you could be like, yeah, look, I bluffed you, but then also you could be like, I don't want to show you. Yeah, I think you right side. I don't think you're with them
I don't
playing
think we're
Blade.
competing for the raft, right?
Yeah, they probably have a pretty good curve for the raft.
We're just playing this for, like, stats.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they're not going after raft. The other thing you could do would be Sera. You've already got Iron Man, you've already got Blue Marvel, you've already got Mysterio in your hand. So that's only flipping a magic.
I like it. I actually really like it. I think that I am very bad with that, and when I used to play this game, I was really bad. What's up, Lizard King? Welcome in. I think I was really bad with this, of like not thinking about
Because
this at all.
This gives you like a Iron Man Mystique on turn 6, right? Like you have that play in your back pocket, with like a Blue Marvel next turn or something.
Mm-hmm. Already played out the swarm. Very interesting. They must be going for then the apocalypse kind of play.
Trying to get Apocalypse to be their last card. So
It's me. I'm going here. And we're just playing for left and right, and then or maybe we go like, we need at least one of the Mystique or Iron Man right?
yeah.
I don't think stealing the Morbius is worth it.
They don't play Magic, right? Usually in the collector deck.
Maybe go like here and then here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the better one.
It's tough because if they play a lot of cards here, it's gonna be hard for us to win. But now that we have Now that we have a little bit of extra juice over here, I think we're in a good spot. Thanks to the follow Rainbow Pit.
See, this is where you want arrow. This is where you want arrow, and you just play her right in the center and destroy anything they're about to play.
What is, if we get arrow played on us, I'm just gonna, dude, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. So
yeah, I mean,
how do they win? So
they win,
this is going to give us.
They have an apocalypse, right?
40.
So
problem is we don't have anything middle. If they, and are they slamming that apocalypse down right?
if they do, then they win. But the idea that they probably are thinking is, I have the right side locked up. What do they do in the middle? So if it's my thought process, and sometimes I big brain this too much, I think they play apocalypse middle to assure that they have the middle.
Yeah, or they do like Dracula and then something else. But as long as it's less than they need a 5 power. No, because the blue marvel actually gives us even a little bit more juice.
Yeah, you
need like a 7 power card, right? You fucking cheater! You fucking cheater!
Stream sniping you.
You cheater, dude! Who does that? You play to lose to 3 power, right? Oh, it is a bot. That's a really good point. You fucking cheater.
That's rough. That's rough.
Fucking cheater.
Because there's no way.
No way human makes that play, dude. No shot. Yeah, Derek, you're totally right, man. You fucking hate the cheating bots, dude. They're so lame.
Their AI is just too much, man. They're on the whole nother big brain level.
Yeah, massive brain, dude. Ran into so many cheating bots on my stream today. Yeah, it's weird, man. We just gotta wait a few months for everyone else to have full collections, and then we won't have to deal with bots.
Yeah. What is it? Do you know as far as like pairing and ranks? Does it matter? Like, I know that you can be like in your 90s or 80s, and I don't know about 80s, but I know in the 90s I was facing a lot of people that were already infinite because I can see on their card backs. But like, is there something to where like a rank 50 won't fight or won't go against like a rank 90?
The only thing I know is that it's a accumulation of MMR, so like a hidden thing, your rank and your collection level. I don't really know anything outside of that. Yeah. All MMR, not rank. I thought it was a combination. I thought it was a accumulation of multiple things. Maybe it's much more stacked toward, so much more towards MMR and collection level. I'm pretty sure they said rank, but maybe you're saying it's probably just like. Okay, we gotta watch out. So Hala's scary because Bifrost will move things and then Hala will trigger.
Yeah. So it's probably just left side. I mean, you're stacking Bishop. Also into a Mojo, but
Bishop's a power card that we won for it, right?
And there's Cosmo, just to keep in mind for our Mystique or Magic.
This feels real bad.
I mean, it's Angela. The question is, do you put her?
If I put her middle, she's just dead because she'll move to the right and get killed in the hollow. So it has to be left. If it's gonna be Angela, it has to be left or do nothing. Or we play Ironheart and then just let it get killed. I think Angela's probably
I think it's Angela. Just gonna give you more power over time.
Probably should have thought about that snapping if we should have just left based on where we're at. Collection level buckets, not pool buckets. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like in collection level, it's like if you're 6,000, you're less likely to not face somebody with an entire collection.
Do you like Sera Magic here?
Let's see what they have. Mojo, Cosmo.
Yeah, Dare, that makes sense. That's why a lot of people are asking about not jumping into like credit level 200 and stuff. It's kind of collection level, like pool 2 and all that.
I think I'm magicking. You have a lot of really good cards in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the problem is if you don't magic, right? You Sera, and then you Iron Man
Mystique. Like, yeah, it's pretty tough. I'm just like, I don't have the power, I feel like, to win. maybe magic into like magic into Sera, I guess, or magic into maybe slamming down Iron Man to like Mystique, Ironheart, something.
I guess maybe you don't magic because I don't really see anything because we don't have a negative out.
So if we
I
just
don't think
Sera,
you're
how do
gonna
we
pick
win?
up
How do we
anything.
win 2 lanes? I think we have to. I think we have to magic. I don't think we can win 2 lanes.
So you Sera, and then you Iron Man on Sera, and then you Mystique on Bishop and them.
That was so lucky. So okay, this is also a wand going deck, so you have to be aware of that. So, but we would only have 10 power in one location, and then this would have like what, like 12 power? Like they would just have to be 10 or 12 power in 2.
It'd be lower. So here's the thing: if we stepped back, right? If that would have been Sera, you would have won that one from having Sera, and then you played Iron Man, Mystique right there.
I think they're playing
center.
Spectrum. I think they're playing Spectrum in this deck.
Okay.
So we can
But
beat Spectrum.
Spectrum gives them +2, right? I think you're right now. I'm saying like if it would have been Sera, it would have tied. But
Would have been Sera, yeah. Then they would have been able to tie it with it. And now, you know, maybe we're in a little bit of trouble. So I think we Sera right.
I think you Sera there, and then you're gonna have to Iron Man right, Mystique middle.
I don't think we can Iron Man is the thing. I think we need to they're gonna Spectrum. There's no way that this deck doesn't run Spectrum, right? So if we're otherwise we're gonna lose this location. Dude, it's gonna be so hard. We have to like Blue Marvel Mystique? I don't know what we're gonna have to do, or like Ironheart. Where would you put the Sera? Would you put it right or left, or would you not even Sera this time?
I think you have to. If you think you're gonna tie,
you're right. Maybe we do like this.
You're still just gonna Iron Man, Blue Marvel. You're not gonna be able to do both without Sera.
Oh yeah, that's shit.
Destroyer. Okay.
Still a
So we're not
Spectrum
winning
deck.
the right one anyway. All right, so I guess you have to Ironheart. So Mystique, and then Ironheart on the right side. So
And
Mystique
Ironheart on the
center.
right.
Oh man. Okay.
Ironheart
Yeah.
Rogue is for the Bishop trigger.
Yeah, I think so.
It has to hit here. It ties. No, we just lose the tiebreaker then. No, we just have to retreat here. I don't know. I don't know what we could have done better. This is a really fucked game.
So the only other thing you could have done is if you Sera'd middle or you Sera'd left. So if you step back from the magic. So I think you're right. I think you retreat here. You're not going to win this one. But if you Sera'd there, then the next turn they would have Professor X. So now you're at 5. They're at 3. In the center, you do Iron Man plus Mystique. And that ends the turns, right? So that means they do Destroyer on the right side. You lose the right side, but you take Bishop trigger.
I should always hit retreat later there as well. That was a misplay. You should always hit retreat later because they could have just not have Spectrum, right?
In case they do it. But yeah, so if you do it that way, then now you can Iron Man Mystique in the center. You've got magic over there. So if it comes to tiebreakers, Angela goes up to 2, 4, 6. Bishop goes up 2 more, so you have 11. Doubled. So 11 doubles, 22. Doubled is 44, and you beat the tiebreaker, even if they have Spectrum.
Yeah, I think you're right. That was tough. That was a weird game. It was a very weird game. I don't expect Professor X enough. I need to start thinking about Professor X a bit more.
Yeah, I see him in a couple of those style decks. Now they could also blow you out because they may have had like Enchantress.
Camertage Sera.
So
we had Sera on 3. Does that give you enough confidence to snap?
The Binksy?
yeah, no, I think you're that definitely. So you're doing Psylocke on left and then Sera.
Mm-hmm. I think Sera on 3 seems really good.
Absolutely. There. Just crossing the fingers. There goes
Negative
but it's
sucks. What
fine.
was the other one?
Bishop.
Okay. Thanks for thinning our deck, Yondu. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean, an early Sera like this is not as good as negative, but it's definitely really, really good.
Tillian actually kind of puts us in a bad spot, but
yeah, you just Sera, and then we'll see what we draw after that.
yeah. Okay, so they have their 2 triggers, so we should be expecting wave on turn 5.
Okay.
We need to be expecting wave on turn 5. So what does our turn 5 look like? Ironheart. Well, if they wave on turn 5, we get 2 cards. I want to blue Marvel here.
Yeah, I think you blue Marvel now because you're still kind of waiting on the Mystique for Iron Man Mystique. I think is one of your better
Pair him with
plays.
Sera.
Yeah.
It's tough though. Do be tough. Do be tough. I'm sweating. I've been sweating this whole stream, man. I'm sweating.
I didn't give you an easy deck. That's for sure.
Okay, they're loading up the right side. I don't think that this is a smart play by them.
All right, we got one more turn, right? So
I kind of like this. And then if they wave, we just play Iron Man and whatever card we draw.
what all right, so if they death the last turn, where are they playing death, do you think?
They could do
Because
it
you
right.
need to make sure you have enough power wherever you're going to be with it.
Doing their whole death wave thing is going to be hard. I mean, they could be running the Chavez version. We have to remember Arrow because we're getting hit with Arrow.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the Angela Ironheart on here. I feel like this gives us tons of power.
Yeah.
But where does this mojo drop is a good question.
I
Does it just
think
drop
it goes
here?
Yeah, just to give you extra power. Because I
think
feel
it
like
could.
having a 0 Ironheart is going to be a little rough there.
I like it. He plays double rescue.
So they're going to death on that.
You leech a death. Does it go back to 9? It goes back to 9.
Oh, it does, because Leech takes any text off the card, right? Wait, if you rogue, do you take away her on reveal thing or no? No, it's ongoing. Sorry, never mind.
So we could be expecting death. Wait, they only have 2 triggers for death? No, they have a Bucky Barnes and they have a Yon. No, they have 3 triggers for death. So they can't play death on the left.
I think they're going to play death on the left. So I think your Iron Man goes on the left. And you're just giving up a couple point, like you're not ahead by much on the right side. Or does Rogue just go in the center? And they're gonna have to play all 3 locations.
Okay.
I just have a feeling with Rescue there, they're gonna play death on the left side to make sure they take that down.
So you're thinking maybe Iron Man, right? Or do you think we just try and beat? I don't think we can beat that because they're getting plus 22 power. This will beat it, but it's kind of close.
See, I think I put Rogue in the center. I put Iron Man left. I put Rogue in the center. They're gonna have to literally play on all 3 slots.
Leader's always something to think about, right? And Arrow. I don't think it matters where you Iron Man, left or right. Yeah. I'm just scared of Arrow, dude.
Arrow would be the.
But I don't think Arrow can beat us in most
Arrow's not going to do
situations.
anything. It's going to go on left and move your stuff left, right?
Nice. I think you had the right call with the death, and I think that the Iron Man's enough to beat it with the Angela trigger. Yeah, leader's the biggest thing I was scared about.
When did they get 2 rogues?
Double leader with Camartage.
Oh, gotcha.
You got 2 Iron Mans too.
Still pulled it. Still pulled it on the other ones though, but yeah, can be rough.
I did not think about
Leader's
leader
the one that
I thought about leader.
yeah.
I didn't think about double leader though.
Yeah. These are some of the decks like I wouldn't say they're off decks because I know people play them, but like I need to learn the nuances of some of these decks and what they're playing on turn 5 and 6.
Yeah,
But-
I think we're probably in about like last one best one type situation.
Yeah.
We leadered almost no matter where. Yeah, because we had the blue Marvel buff too. With the blue Marvel buff, they didn't have like I guess even if we Iron Man middle, we would have been fine.
Yeah, because it would have just made Iron Man's in the middle that did nothing to each other.
Only one, the object of ridicule. Welcome to the stream. No one drops in our deck, so Hellfire Club's pretty good for us.
I've seen some people put Yondu in this list to give them a 1-drop. I just don't know who I take out.
I think Yondu would be the last card I would add.
Yeah. I think Sunspot would be better.
Oh, good luck, Alex. Good luck. We got a viewer. So they know we're doing
Nice.
Mr. Negative things. Let's snap at him. Get him scared. Oh, and snaps back.
Snapping back.
Love to see it. I should have thought about where to put the Psylocke, but I don't think it matters too much. I think Hellfire Club is fine.
Yeah.
Why do we need one drop?
I
Yeah,
mean-
that's a good point, Darren.
I don't think you do. I'm just saying, like, I've seen a couple times where, like, maybe Sunspot comes down and then you Psylocke, you end up not having anything much to play or a 2-drop to play, so you have 1 extra energy.
I think Mr. Negative here, so we have more. I like to keep New York
Yeah.
open for possibilities.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some 0 energy, 1 power rocks. Pog. Seralus, you feel like it's better not to play on turn 1. Yeah, I was playing a Seralus yesterday that was running Nova and Killmonger, and Nova felt really good in that, just because you play it out whenever, and then you Killmonger in the last turn.
Yeah, so you got Bishop into a rock, or you have Mojo. You've also got, I guess, rock into Ironheart, but that also feels a little bad with Mr. Negative out.
I like getting our Bishop out. We don't have to play this rock, right? We don't have to.
You don't have to. I mean, you can hold it till later.
I like
It's a
when the
0
Bishop to
drop
pair
anyway.
with the Negative. I think we're gonna Mojo on the left most likely. Next turn's probably okay. Well, that was a little rude for our opponent. Do rock. Love to see it. Is there any way that this deck that our opponent has runs wave? I guess Mojo there is kind of scary because of they can just always move things away.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of one of those weird ones. Like, it's almost like Mojo on New York.
Kind of like this.
I mean, I guess you can move. I guess I was say, I guess you could move your Mojo, but later.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
If we're
then
gonna do
you're-
that, we should probably do this.
Yeah.
Just hold the rocks. I mean, if they wave us, we feel real bad. You fuck.
Or they just do that.
Oh god.
He's got all the tech against you. Locations included.
Oh jeez.
At least you didn't hit any of the rocks with that. There's Blue Marvel to pretty much not do much.
Is there any reason to keep like play on? I guess they could whiff on lockjaw lane stuff.
Here's the thing: if you move Mojo,
This is
to
what
the
I
center-
feel that.
If you move Mojo to the center, they have to play center. And then you can drop Blue Marvel.
What do you mean?
No, they don't. Never mind. I was thinking he was getting his bonus, but
I
it's
think we
not,
put Mr.
'cause-
Negative middle. Just because we're throwing this lane.
Yeah,
Or wait, maybe not with the blue Marvel?
because Blue Marvel would give everybody. So if you put Mojo there, because one of your higher
Bishop.
cards, right?
Bishop and then like blue Marvel left?
So that gives
Gives
Bishop's
us
what,
tie-
5, 6,
No,
7,
we
8.
put it down on the right. Marvel right.
I think. Yeah, you're
Marvel
right.
right,
you're right.
brings us to 9 on the right. It does not throw us middle. We're still ahead left, and they could mess up with Wasp and stuff.
I mean, you can put, like, if you put Mojo there, then they have to play to.
This does put us ahead in
win
all three
it.
lanes. It's a really good point. I feel like I used to have that mindset a lot more. Yeah, look at these negative
Yeah.
rocks. They're sick. I used to have that mindset a lot more, and now I'm not doing it as much. I think this is fine.
We can do it. So now just the question is, do you win the left?
Yeah, they have to get 2 horrible draws. Yeah, vision's gonna be enough. The fuck?
If only it wasn't vision.
Wait, negative
There goes the light
5
train.
power card? Negative 5 power card? No, that's smarter than to move that Polaris.
Yeah.
What was my play to move the Blue Marvel middle? Or move the Blue Marvel left? Wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. No, I think if you put it left, you
It was
still.
really close.
I think all our plays, like, because he got the vision into Odin. I mean, that's insane anyway. That the sad part is, like, I don't think the Dr. Octopus actually like really did much. Like,
We'll run one more
much.
back. That one didn't count. GG's, Alex.
Yeah.
We'll play it. Love the Doc Ock inclusion. I feel like Doc Ock's a very fun. It's one of those cards. It's like probably not a good competitive guard by any means, but playing it's a lot of fun. Probably should have counted how much Polaris move was. True. Yeah. Counting is hard though. I have a very hard time counting.
who wants to count?
Who wants to count? So I'm thinking. So do we hold to Psylocke into Sera, or do we Psylocke
think
for the
so.
YOLO? I feel like we hold the Psylocke into Sera, right?
Yeah.
With it in hand.
think it's
When
the
neither are in
safer-
hand, I think it's better.
Yeah. Of course,
Very rude.
even better. Even better.
Why did it shoot her face?
I don't know. I've seen that happen too. Like,
Whoa.
that and like
Wait, no. This is the Widow's Bite. I was thinking maybe it's an Agatha deck, but it's not. Content stream. Always YOLO. Always YOLO. Oh, the
right.
Widow's bited us anyway. Go here. Maybe even like here.
just to help to get that +2 and help
Yeah,
him.
I don't mind. And then we will have options for later on. It could get screwed by like a
Yeah.
Green Goblin, but then they have to like beat that, which is gonna get +8 power. We're gonna Green Goblin over there anyway. Cheaters. We have to remember Dream Dimension too. Actually, this was really important to get this down with Dream Dimension.
Yeah.
I like going right. I think we have a lot of power here if we get our Iron Man
Iron
things
Man.
already.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
What the fuck?
And
Beast?
turn
Must
on
be
your mojo.
Beast. More rocks? I think we beat this though.
Yeah, because
feel
like
like-
next turn they're not gonna be able to play all that
Yeah, they're all,
because
it's all
of
gonna
Dream
cost one.
Dimension. I mean, I think you're just blue marveling, and then
Yeah, I
next
think-
turn you have Mystique plus Ironheart.
So Snade, Default Dan has done it. Why do you just keep saying noob decks? That's weird energy, dude. Yeah, I think that we Blue Marvel left. Bye, Rainbow.
So this is the deck that took me to Infinite from like 40 something, 50 something. So we did the cube rush. I'd have to go back and look at how many cubes I got and where I started. But after that, I changed to this deck immediately after that. Because not Bar Sinister. What's the one that makes the 4 copies? That's Bar Sinister,
Yeah,
right?
It's Bar Sinister.
Yeah. So right when that location went away, I started playing this deck, and it took me for the rest of the way all the way to Infinite. It's very much, which again, kind of what we were talking about before. We're playing a little loose on a few things because you're not fully grinding to Infinite, but there's a lot of games where you just turn 2, turn 3, you get out. You lose your 1 cube, you get out, and then you'll get an 8 cuber, 3 games from now.
So
And then
following
that's
you.
how you make it up.
Where are you dropping this Angela? Right side, you think?
Yeah, I'm dropping it right side and crossing my fingers.
Yeah, we could get punished here, but both of these
Yeah.
are bad locations for it. Opponent decided to go middle. Let's see who gets punished.
There we go. So they're playing probably the same deck.
Probably a similar deck, yeah.
So you got negative next turn, no matter what you do. You've also got Sera if we want to go Psylocke into Sera. I don't think negative is going to matter. You have Mystique, Iron Man, and Blue Marvel in your hand.
I feel like
So the only card-
we're Psylocking no matter what, right? And then we can kind of see what
Yeah.
happens and choose if we want to Sera or negative. I feel like there's
Yeah.
some people who maybe this is more when Mr. Negative costs 4 power, because now there's a huge investment that you have to put into like playing Mr. Negative, right?
Yeah, you do, and so you have to know what's still left in your deck. So you have all your best cards in your hand right now.
Yeah.
So your Mr. Negative is hitting magic, and that means you have to draw our next turn for it to be any kind of value. And honestly, with a Sera, she's already going to go down to 4 cost, and you don't really have a secondary play. But so I think it's Sera. It gives you the whole Blue Marvel plus Mystique or Iron Man plus Mystique on turn 6.
And where are you dropping it? Do you think you're dropping it right or maybe middle?
I'm probably gonna try to win left and right.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna drop her left.
Left
because
gives us
she's a
more
big-
flexibility.
Yeah, because you've already got 6 in the center. Plus Angela can get up quick, real fast.
We gotta expect they're almost certainly dropping either Magic or Sera next turn.
Or they're killmongering. Oh, they have a Sera, so yeah, they're doing one or the other.
Yeah, they're probably gonna save that Sera, so we know that Ninja's gonna come out later.
You have a second Sera now.
Look at that.
What does that change your math for next turn? I guess is the question.
Does second Sera kind of pop off? It makes Iron Man Mystique only cost 4. We can't slot anything else in with it. We could do like Iron Man Mystique Rogue Ironheart next turn. Plus, they could be playing Magic this turn, right?
They could be, yeah.
That's funny.
You know that they have the
LSN
Sera, so-
Nade. I just banned them, and then they followed after I banned them. What a world. I think we do play the Sera. It seems fun
Yeah.
because if they Magic, then we're just in a great spot. Are we snapping here? Do you think? I think we have a disgusting next turn.
I think so. I think you have enough to where you can sneak in a pretty big play. And with them having Nova, I just really feel like they're gonna on the last turn Killmonger.
Yeah. Yeah, chat's weird. You know, chatters sometimes get into these weird like social relationships where they like come into chats and they like think they're very important. And it's just, you know, it's like sad. You kind of have to just like understand that, you know, there's some people who are just going to be like that. And, you know, you hope that they grow as a person and change and get better. A lot of times they don't, but you still hope they do. Okay.
So they're gonna try to contest your left side. So the question is, what do they have on left side that can contest it?
I gotta imagine nothing if we put, because we can fit an Iron Man. I think they might sneaky go right. I'm a little scared of
think
sneaky
that's-
right. Do we need to invest?
We're
I don't think we
flipping
need to
first,
invest
so
anything
rogue
right.
is not good, right?
I think maybe we go. I almost want to go like here,
And I think you go
and then we
bishop,
bishop
first.
first. Yeah.
I think bishop right first.
Nice. GG.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have that. So like I get your point where you're saying earlier. It would be nice to see how that would have played out, right? Like everybody play their cards and then the retreat happens afterwards. You can see it, but you know, I don't know. It's also feel bad like if you already knew you were gonna lose and or they bluffed you and you actually get to see the bluff.
Maybe they saw the second Sera and they're just like, okay, well, they can do anything.
Yeah.
Which is true. We could play our whole hand, man. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, that would have been nasty because bishop would have continued to go up. Your right side goes from 3 to 6 to 9. No, 3 to 6 to 12. So for them to make up 12 on the left side in the deck that you're currently playing, like it's gonna be tough on a 0 power location.
we could have gotten like screwed and gotten 0 Ironheart triggers, and this would have only been like 12 power.
Yeah. But even
every
with 12 though,
Ironheart
like,
trigger was 8 extra power. I don't know, man.
well, what do they do? Like, I guess that's the question. They have Iron Man plus.
Yeah, they could do the
I mean,
same thing. They could get a 0 power Iron Man Mystique
Yeah.
lane. Yeah, I think they just kind of like felt like, we maybe, but then they saw, especially when we put the Sera on the right and they put theirs in the middle and they invested more into the middle, it's just got to feel bad. It's like so hard to win. Well, Default Dan, I had a really awesome time co-oping with you, even though the numbers and the actual play fell a little bit short. I feel like we learned and we got better, but we definitely got a lot better over the course, which is totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and > squad you again, just so that people can see your Twitch. Would super love if everyone, actually it didn't go through, so let me just do this really fast. Would super love if anyone, collab with TLSG when I don't know, yell at him about it. I've sent him a few DMs. So I just put his Twitch link in chat, so definitely go and follow him. He streams about 3 days a week. You want to just tell them your schedule, why they should follow you, everything like that?
Yeah, so normally I always stream it on Mondays and Wednesdays nights usually, and then I get a third stream in every now and then, starting around usually 8 p.m. Eastern, summertime around that, and usually stream to about 11 or 12 that night. So pretty good stream over there. Like we were talking about earlier, I'm gonna have some YouTube content coming out soon, whether it's later this weekend or early next week. So definitely check that out when I start posting that up.
What's your? Let me make sure I have the right one. Okay, I'll post the YouTube link as well in chat.
Yeah. So same thing. It's just twitch.tv/defaultdan or youtube.com/defaultdan. Either way, right now you're gonna see a lot of Disney mobile game stuff over there, but Snap is coming when it comes to YouTube. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure, I know you've seen some of the stuff, but if you want to see some crazy awesome stuff when it comes to overlays and interactions and things with streams, that's what I do. I may not be the best player at Snap, but I am infinite. I have the full collection. I have fun, and it's all about just hanging out and chilling. So just like this stream. So appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's his stuff is cool. He has some of the craziest, like what are those? Are those like points redemptions? The things that like make
channel points and stuff.
Yeah, he is probably the craziest channel point redemption of most streamers, and definitely any Marvel Snap streamers. So if you love stuff like that, or if you just love a good place to just go and chill and hang out and watch good, fun, positive, happy content, that definitely definitely reason why we connected, want to do this. But yeah, dude. Thanks again. Make sure everyone go follow him. But we'll talk soon, Default Dan.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. We'll talk soon. I will catch you. See you later, or see you another time.
All right, man.
Peace, man.
Thanks, man. See.
All right, and look at that. It's pretty cool. I exit out of that window, and then immediately that goes away. Well, dope. Bink's best snapper, NA. I mean, I don't know. I would hope that people. It seems like a lot of people are starting to show up to the stream, so I hope people are liking it. I think that I'm one of the most fun people to watch, and definitely if you're trying to be the best Marvel Snap player in the world, I think either Dara, who's in chat, or Kanye is probably a better person to watch. But if you want to have fun, I'm very confident how fun my stream is, and I think that people are starting to agree, which is pretty cool. I am going to end for tonight. I'm not going to stream tomorrow or the next day. I have to video edit, so I'm going to have videos that are going to come out tomorrow and the next day. So I'll make sure that I have that out for y'all. So this is a good segue into asking everyone to please subscribe to me over on YouTube, and also check out my Twitter. I've been being really active on Twitter. I didn't care about Twitter too terribly much. I don't know who I'm rating at. We'll figure it out. But on Twitter, I've been posting deck lists like all the time, and it's been a ton of fun. My bots are fighting me a little bit here, but we'll post the Twitter on there. I've been post deck lists, like I post all my videos. I post like short explanations of decks. So if you're new and you want good Marvel Snap content, the Twitter's also really good. Let's go and take a peek ski. Who else is playing this weird game we call Marvel Snap? Okay. Coco 4, always a good person to send it over to. D Money, former Hearthstone pro. I think we'll probably send over to Coco. Coco always gives me really big raids. I always get him big raids back. He's an awesome streamer. I really enjoy watching Coco. Yeah, thank you all for the follows. It means a lot. Coco _4 44. Yeah, thanks over for being here. Check out the YouTube. I'll be posting videos, like I said, the next couple of days. However, I will not be streaming. I might stream Sunday. It'll depend. I have a big weekend. I have a lot of stuff planned, so I might just be dead on Sunday. But if I do stream on Sunday, it'll probably be around this time. No idea why I wasn't subbing. Because I look at the videos all the time. Yeah, it happens, man. It definitely happens. Okay, we'll send you all over to Coco 4. Y'all have fun over there. Coco 4 is an awesome Marvel Snap content creator. Thanks for being here. One more time, I'm gonna ! squad for default Dan, or you can just click his little head that's sitting right there up on the stream. But thanks y'all so much. Send you over to Coco 4. All right, all the Twitch people are gone. It's just me and you, YouTube. Yeah, keep checking out the YouTube stuff. More stuff will be coming out really soon.